Welcome to Life of Dice. I feel like I came strong with that hello there. Welcome to Life of Dice, episode 4 of Valinova. Appreciate you joining us. Uh, yeah. Do we need to say anything before we just hop on into it? Great. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a session recap. Hopefully this is coherent. I busted this out, but as I was doing so, I was thinking the whole time, holy shit, so many different little things happened. So hopefully this is coherent. But let's get into it. This is a recap of last session. So, last time in our world of Valinova, we began with the party split. Hazel and Moon headed north into Crownspire in order to form the Knights of the Emerald Order about what they had found out. Outside the gates of Crownspire, the pair are stopped by a guard and questioned, ultimately giving way as Hazel began to candidly name drop parties at play and were escorted to the Emerald Keep, where they held a meeting with Sir Ethbert, a Justicar of the 8th chapter. Hazel asked Sir Ethbert to send knights to look into Winslow Gothbrook's manor, but was told better evidence would be needed to receive a valid warrant. Things could kick off if Hazel would be able to bring in Garv DeRozan, who tipped info about the break-in, and Nitha, a reported survivor of a previous delve into the manor. Meanwhile, Petra and Draven returned to their home beneath the waterways, where an associate of Draven, a half-drow with crimson-red hair, by the name of Mindra, met him on behalf of his mother. She informed Draven of things brewing within the Crimson Cage, including some kind of power gained by the Siren's Call Gang, the DeRozans increasing their recruiting efforts, and the Shadowsnake Syndicate looking to gain territory in Mariner's Way. She also suggested it may be wise for Draven to assist her and formerly Draven's group in the upcoming scuffle. Afterwards, the two parties decided to meet back at Plant Shop, where Petra and Draven met Moon's sister Eleanor, aka Rose. She gave the two food and headed off to decipher the coded notebook found in Sun's safe. Once all parties were together again, they had a family dinner and discussed plans on what to do next. During this dinner, Draven told the group a bit about his backstory, revealing that his mother was a high-ranking member of the Shadow Snake Syndicate, but couldn't say more. After a lot of discussion, they decided to head back to the Crimson Cage to get Garv, one way or another, to the Emerald Order. On their way, the party encountered a group of teens hired by the DeRozan family who were patrolling Rat Rider territory, proving Mindra's claims. In an attempt to get them to leave, the party entered a minor scuffle, which left them feeling more emotionally damaged than physically. At Wolfgar's pub, the group attempted to persuade Garv in various ways to do what they needed him to do. First, Petra tried to tell him that she needed an escort because she was being questioned by Knights of the Emerald Order and was afraid. But this failed, and Garv let her know that the Order was too afraid to come down here and that she would be safe under his protection. Next, Moon attempted to seduce him once more, as well as drug him with Betty Bye, a sleeping agent bought from a contact of Draven's named Alexei. When this didn't work as intended, and the two left the bar, Draven decided the next step was to attack. Disrupting Moon's plan to put Garv to sleep in another fashion, a brawl broke loose that left Draven bleeding on the ground, and both he and Hazel clearly identified by Garv. Through a series of convoluted events, Moon and Petra remained with Garv, seemingly on his side, while the other two fled. As they did so, Draven screamed out to Garv, "Give me back my brother and mother," in an attempt to add different context to the scuffle. The Rosen gang members were summoned to chase after Hazel and Draven, and with Petra's story earlier of the Knights of the Emerald Order looking to question her, Garv comes to the conclusion that they've attacked his new mother figure and invaded DeRozan territory, declaring war on them. With the party split up on two sides of a brewing conflict, we pick up there. God, so much shit happened for real. Uh,
Before we get started, can I just clarify a few things?
mm,
Who was the Justicar of the 8th chapter? What's his name?
Sir Ethbert?
Ethbert. Could you spell that for me?
Ethbert. That's the dude you talked to, session 1 and so forth.
Yes.
He's kind of in your contact lately.
And outside of the DeRozan family and the Shadow Snake Syndicate, there's a third high-ranking crime family. The Harpies or the
Siren's
Sirens?
Call. Siren's
Sirens.
Call.
Cool.
This is a good time also to plug the fact that we have a wiki that you can access that has all the session recaps on it. So all that information and a lot of other stuff is on there.
Which needs, I think the name is still Lift of Dice.
It's still Lift of Dice, but you know what? That's how we do things here on Lift of Dice.
Lift of Dice.
Anything else to recap on, Sam?
One more question.
Mm-hmm.
There was another name that you mentioned near the start. Oh, the guy who got robbed, the mage.
Oh, Winslow Gothbrook.
Does he have a title?
He does have a title. He is a Magistar? Let me double check. Winslow.
Does he have a wiki?
I don't think I have his up, unfortunately. On here I just wrote today's notes. I only wrote his name, not his title. Hooray! Yeah, hold on.
Derailing the campaign for notes.
I know.
Leave me alone.
I know. It's okay. No, it's important backstory. I can get that really, really quick. He is a Magister. Yeah, Magister Winslow Gothbrook. That's Winsyll. Goth, as in like dark and moody, and then brook, like a river thing, water, source of water that streams and babbles and makes great sounds.
Awesome. Spell that first name one more time.
Winsyll, Winsyll.
No way I was gonna get that, so thank. Awesome, that's all me. I'll shut the fuck up now.
All right, anyone else have things that they want to clarify before we get started?
Nope.
All right. Cool. So I'll let y'all decide. We have two parties right now. We have the Hazel Draven party, who just got war declared on the Knights of the Emerald Order because Hazel was wearing their colors while attacking Garv. And Draven, who is also now a public enemy, who not only was identified potentially by those teens that broke a plank over your knee, or I say broke your knee with a plank, and now Garv himself. So we have that group, and then we have the group with Mommy Petra and, you know, flirtation person that they meet at the bar sometimes, Moon. I don't know what the
Side
label
piece.
that.
It's a side piece.
It's a side piece, but he doesn't have a main piece, so I don't know if that constitutes as a side
A
piece.
side piece is a state of mind
Okay.
rather than
Side piece, Moon and new mom Petra were being herded to Gar's residence as the guards chase after the other group. I'll let y'all decide where we pick up with which side.
just noticed Raider's background, and I like how Godzilla is peeking through just slightly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The background of Garv's vision before getting fucking molly rocked.
Exactly.
Let's why don't we do Draven and Petra. Or not Petra, Draven and Hazel.
Okay. Well, last we knew, Draven and Hazel found a safe house in Shadowsnake Syndicate, a place that Draven knew they would not be directly accosted because to come full force in there, the DeRozans would then be starting a war with them as well. So they had to back off once getting too deep into that territory, less starting a different dispute. Yeah, we pick up with you two.
I'd like to think we're already in said safe house. So Draven kind of looks to Hazel and is just like, okay, that didn't go as planned.
Dude, I had him. I
N-
know that I could have.
I mean, listen, I thought I was gonna go in there, punch him, and we were just gonna, brawl it out for a little while. But then he pulled out a fucking axe. You
Yeah,
know,
he
I
was trying to
can see,
defend himself.
yeah, I can see somebody pulling out a knife or something, but he pulled out a whole ass axe.
I take my sword everywhere I go. It makes sense.
And Draven will kind of like open up his cloak and pull out like a knife. He's like, I'm packing too, but you know, sometimes you get into a fist fight and that's that. You come out with a few bruises and then you understand each other in the end. But he pulled out an axe and hit me with it. It wasn't great.
I got like 2 good swings on him. Where were you? You ran to the alleyway and I didn't see you come back out.
He hit me with an axe and I went down. I was bleeding out. Petra's the one that saved me, by the way, so I owe her double now.
Damn. He hit you?
And Draven will kind of like lift his shirt. There's like a gaping, now closed wound. Yeah, he hit me with an
Wait.
axe.
Can Petra cast magic?
No, she's just a really good doctor.
Can I roll an insight on that?
Yeah, go for it.
I feel like Hazel isn't that dumb.
And you
Oh,
also saw Petra cast prestidigitation.
This is true. 14.
You roll deception, I guess, if you want to combat it.
It doesn't show me what I rolled, but I think it'll show you what I rolled.
Oh, you did like a blind to DM?
Yeah.
You got a nat 1. It's a 5.
Ah, lovely.
She fucking can! God damn it. Gods damn it.
All right, we'll address that later. Right now, we've got problems. The DeRozans are pissed. My only hope is that Garv is inebriated enough, plus the drugs, that he'll kind of like forget this whole thing in the morning. Probably not.
He
But-
might, but he did. He sent others after us, so maybe they won't forget.
Yeah, but he was also inebriated. He could have just been like, "Oh, I think I saw Draven." That being said, that's a slim to none chance. So I think we need to start working on some other things. What do you know about gang wars?
What?
All right, so I know I said I didn't want any kind of conflict, right? That being said, we're kind of up shit's creek right now, so I think it's unavoidable at this point.
I grew up in Crown Spire.
All right, focus. All right, look at me.
Okay?
I need you to punch me as hard as you can right here.
Why?
Just do it.
Hayes is gonna cock back and just rock him.
He's gonna kind of lean into it to where like the nose kind of gets like off center.
Yeah, it's a solid, like, what is, don't you hit for 5, like, on your unarmed strikes?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's pop.
Perfect. You'll see like the eyes kind of like welling up.
I feel like I hit you too hard.
No, this is perfect. This is perfect. And Draven's actually gonna get the knife that he pulled out earlier and just kind of do a light cut across like the side of his face.
What are we doing here?
Calm down. I've got a plan. All right. I need to disguise myself essentially, because now that the DeRozans are kind of like all over the place, I need to look as inconspicuous as possible. And as he's saying this, he pulls out his tinkerer's tools. I imagine there's like a pair of scissors in there, and he's gonna start trimming up his beard, cutting the hair a little bit, and just spend the next few minutes kind of trying to make himself look different enough.
Do I have to do this?
No, well, I don't know. Actually, you're wearing the Emerald Order colors right now, so I think as long as you change that, you'll probably be good.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty noticeable.
Calm down.
Hazel, you know it would go against the Knights of the Emerald Order handbook for you to take off your uniform outside of the barracks.
Okay, so I'm not taking off my uniform. Is there a loophole? Could Hazel like convince herself that it's a loophole that if she doesn't take any of it off, she can just add more to it?
That's up to you.
Do you express any of these concerns to Draven?
Yes.
All right, just get like a really big cloak. Just bundle yourself up really, really tight.
I need
It's
a
gonna look
bigger cloak because I'm already wearing a cloak.
exactly so. And Draven's gonna kind of like look around the safe house. I imagine there's like curtains or something, like basic supplies.
Roll. Let's just call it luck to see how well stocked this one is. Roll me a d100.
Okay.
I'll say under 30, you can get any kind of basic supplies that you want. Under a 50, there's like scraps left, and then above a 50, there's not much of anything.
Okay. Cool. 79.
There is at least probably like a curtain that you could use like as a makeshift cloak, but as far as supplies go, this safe house is pretty bare.
Okay. Draven's pulling down the curtain, tearing off a small chunk for him, and kind of like wrapping Hazel up like a mummy.
What color's the curtain?
Beige.
Oh, this works.
I should have said green.
This completely defeats the purpose.
Roll another D100. There's a under a 10. It's green.
Sam, do you want to do this? This
Yeah,
is for you.
This one's
It's on its beige. Ooh, I said under 10 technically, so you're
Yeah.
safe.
I'm so upset. I'm upset that it was that close.
I should have said 10 or under. That's my own verbiage that got me, because that's what I really meant. But I'm gonna go by what I said. It's beige.
So I feel like after a few minutes, like Draven's like cleaned himself up a decent amount. The hair's still pretty long, but he's gonna tie the rest of it up in a ponytail. And the eye that has the scar already, he's gonna take the cloth that he took from the curtain and wrap it around to kind of like make a makeshift eye patch. All right, how different do I look?
I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask. You look like you just shaved and then put a piece of cloth over your eye.
Perfect. That's good.
So what's
And,
the plan? They're just with Garv now?
I'm fairly certain they'll be able to leave at some point, right? But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now,
What's our current bridge, Draven?
it's a big bridge, first off. Second off, I think obviously I can't go to the Shadow Snakes because that'll implicate them and it'll cause a big old thing, and that leads my mom into dangerous territory. So, we were in Rat Rider territory earlier, right?
Yeah?
I feel like I'm gonna go contact them, tell them that the DeRozans are moving in specifically on their territory, and the other night when Moon first went to the compound, I actually kind of got a pretty good layout of things, so I'm gonna offer them that information. They'll start tussling with the DeRozans, and then maybe we'll be able to negotiate getting Garv.
Negotiating getting what? Not Garv with what? What's our... What do we have? What leverage do we have?
I've got a layout of the compound. That's pretty significant, don't you think?
I don't know, I've never been in a gang war before.
Yeah, I remember my first time.
Okay, so we go to the Rat Riders territory, just try to start getting them riled up.
Mm-hmm. The less eyes that are on us specifically, the better. I feel like a all-out assault between two rival factions will kind of put us on the back burner for us to lie low for a little while.
If I remember correctly, aren't the Rat Riders like a minor crime family? They're gonna get this shit kicked in by the...
But you see, that's where me offering them the information of the layout, they're a little bit more sneaky-like, so they'll sneak in, cause some chaos, That'll cause some friction between the two. Give us a little bit of breathing room.
I will interject that the Rat Riders are not like as powerful as the Derozans since they're the pure force, but they are considered one of the top 5 major crime families in the area.
Oh shit, they're in the top 5.
They are.
What's the 5th one?
I guess Draven would know. Hold on, let me double check what I wrote down.
This is just
We haven't
damn
talked about it.
curious.
The Crimson Reapers.
Sick name. Sick name.
Making notes, making notes.
Yeah, and then Draven would 100% would know that. So.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the Rat Riders.
All right, perfect. And Draven's gonna take off the jacket that he's been wearing for a while, just kind of store it. Maybe use any kind of cloth that he can find that's either in his pack, like from other spare clothes, and wrap up his scarred forearms.
Yeah, I mean, you just make yourself look more destitute than you already did. That's easy enough to do.
All right, you ready, Hazel?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, let's go. And we're gonna head to Rat Rider territory.
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, both of you.
Damn it. Fucking chainmail, dumbass. Fucking not
18.
stealthy at all. Bullshit.
We're gonna take the average of the two, so 18 is a good start. All right, 17 average, solid. The two of you slink out of the safe house, going to what you know is Rat Rider territory to try to instigate a gang war. You already know that the Shadow Snake Syndicate is potentially at odds with the Derozans too. Getting the Rat Riders involved would make it a double-sided strike. You do have information, Javen, I'll say, about part of their compound, not the entirety. You know the outskirt area where Garv is kind of posted, though it does go much deeper, which you haven't been into the depths of. But you do go there armed with some information, and I think we are going to cut over to that part of the Derozan territory where you have Garv, Petra, and Moon. Garv is in there in his little, like his own personal home here. You hear there are a couple guards outside that are stationed and talking. You hear there's like a flurry of activity outside. Garv kind of half sobered up, but still like very much so under the effects of alcohol and Betty Bye. It's like, but the situation, trying to like stay awake, stay conscious through this, is looking at you guys as clear-eyed as he could possibly be in this moment, and just puts his hands on his leg and leans forward, sitting on his bed. Well, that's a fucking wild night, huh? Oh god. Hey, how you guys doing? You alright? You alright? Everything fine?
Yeah, do you have any bandages or anything here? Do you need help?
Oh no, I'm fine. It's barely hurt me. You see his lips is like busted a bit, and there's like some slashing. There, he is bleeding. He is wounded, but in front of you two, just kind of puts on that brave face, tough guy act. Yeah, nah, this is gonna heal. That's no problem.
Okay, well, let me just get you something just to be sweet about it.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, but y'all's fine. There's no injuries for either of you.
Just emotionally scarred from seeing my sweet boy get hit.
Nah, he kind of looks over at you, Petra, and you could tell he looks sad. He's like, "Nah, I'm the one who's emotionally scarred now, Mom. I about left you. I almost left you back there. The fucking night of the Emerald Order came to take you, grabbed on.
I would have rather you have escaped to safety than for me to have been rescued."
No, it ain't nothing about that. I had to choose, Moon here is pulling me one way. I didn't want them to get hurt, but you were there, but you looked like you had pretty good charge of it, but I could tell they were kind of faking it, but you tossed them off. You did good, and I told you I'd protect you, and I'm sorry that I almost left you, Mom, and I feel guilty about that.
No, don't feel guilty. And she comes over and kind of like tussles his hair, and she
Cries.
sits on sits on the bed next to him. Why don't you lay down and rest your eyes a little bit? You know, it would make me feel better if you got a little rest.
Nah, I can't do that. Now that I know you two are all right, I gotta, get up and get active. I gotta spread the word about what's happening.
I don't think that's a good idea. You've been injured, and what if something happens to me and Moon while you're away?
Good point. They might come in here after. You're the target, so I can't leave you alone. And no offense here, Moon, ain't very tough, good at what they do, but not defending. All right, no, all right, I ain't gonna sleep though. I'm just gonna sit on my bed here and just kind of lean back really comfortably. And instantly passes out.
Okay.
Petra opens like a telepathic link so that they're not talking out loud. What the fuck?
What? What is that?
What happened? What was any of that? Why did Raven just run up and punch him in the face? I didn't think that was the plan.
How are you talking in my head?
and then I watched him get like obliterated with an axe. That was awful to watch.
Petra, why could you talk inside of my mind?
That's not the important thing right now. We have bigger fish to fry.
Sorry, what did you even say? I didn't even hear what you said. I was so surprised.
We need to figure out what to do next. We can't stay here with Garv. That would be bad.
Would it be worse if we leave?
Maybe we... Oh, big brain plays, as my children say. We leave a ransom note saying that Garv has to come to Emerald Knight headquarters to come save us. Not bad plan.
I guess. Would they kidnap me too? I don't. Wouldn't they just kidnap you?
I'll be honest. Garv, he not bright. I think he won't overthink it. If we took your ma and your side piece, as I think he refers to you. I think I overheard that in the bar. We took your ma and your side piece, come to Emerald Knight headquarters to get them back.
Okay. Do you really think he would go, though?
I think it's one of the only arrows we have in our quiver right now. I think we don't have many options after that alleyway.
Yeah, I still was going to try something else to get him to pass out, but Draven came in really hot.
He did. It was wild. He was just kind of like, and then it all just popped off so quick. I didn't even know what was happening.
Is there like a window to outside at all in this place?
This place has boarded up windows, as was established when Draven was trying to peek in before.
Oh. Listening outside, so there's like a lot of people running around outside currently?
Yeah, you hear in the distance there's people kind of scurrying about, but there's definitely people directly outside the door as well.
Oh, shit. Petra, I don't know if we can get out. We'll need to have like a pretty good excuse.
Yeah. There's also something else I can do if we if you have any good ideas. I can go inside Garv's mind, which might be easier now that he's asleep and drunk and drugged. But I can go inside his mind and look at things. I don't know if that helps us at all, if there's any information we need out of him, like meetings, or if he knows more about like your sister and Doc and whoever else was there.
Petra, you could just read people's minds. You can't just
Listen,
talk.
I have
read their minds.
I have whole backstory we have not gotten into yet.
You can read. Please don't read my mind, Emma. Don't do that to me.
I would not do that to you. Even if I did, it would just be surface level. I would not delve deep.
You can
I would
delve
be a
deeper.
little scared. I would be a little scared to delve deep into your mind. I don't know what's in there.
Nothing bad. Okay. Petra, I'm scared of you now.
Why would
So
you be
scary.
scared? It is me, Petra. There's nothing to be scared about. So yes, is there anything we think might be in Garv's mind?
The next time they may be meeting, the you know, date. I can also try maybe looking around if you want to do your mind thing.
Not a mind thing that just happens. You don't have to do the whole shebang there.
It just happens. You don't have to even. I wouldn't even know if you're doing it.
No, technically no.
Okay. I'm gonna start looking around Garv's place. I'll just search through some drawers and stuff and see if I can find anything significant or noteworthy.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check while you do that. And I will say, Petra, to do detect thoughts, you will have to get Garv in at least a state of semi-consciousness.
Oh.
Because he is currently an unconscious creature. He is
am I-
sleepy.
Drunk? Am I considered intoxicated?
Don't think so. You're mostly being performative about it, weren't you?
I did drink a little. I don't think I got drunk.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
Wow. 10.
10. You look around Garv's room. You find there is a chest and a bunch of wall-mounted things around it of weapons and armor pieces and like trophies, you can tell, of this and that. There's actually some interesting creature skulls that you've never seen before that are in wrapped in some bundles. You don't see a desk anywhere in Garv's little apartment here. There seems to be nothing to write with. There are no books of any kind either. Seems to be a place that is made for living and storage only. It doesn't seem like any kind of business gets done here based off your investigation.
Do I find his naughty stash?
His naughty stash?
With a 10.
On a 10, no.
He's real good about keeping that.
Yeah.
What is the layout of this place? Is it kind of like a one big room that serves multiple purposes?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a studio apartment in that way. Yeah, you walk in and there's like the bed to the one side. There is a door that you see in the back, and if you open, you see is like an outhouse, like a built on to the main house that you can just kind of open a door and go to. It's like a separate bathroom. There is like a tub in the corner. There's like counter space for like prepping food and like a place for a fire, a stove to go. Though it looks mostly unused.
So, Moon, telepathic connection again. So I just realized I need him to be in a state of semi-consciousness to be able to look into his mind, and if that's the case, he would know afterwards if I go into his mind. So if we do that, we need a quick escape plan.
Well, he's pretty messed up. Do you think he'd remember? Or if we distract him enough, maybe he won't take too much note of it? Because he's still pretty messed up, right?
True. Are there any windows on the back of the room? They're boarded up, but
yeah, the only
are they in the
window
back?
you would find that isn't boarded up is the one in the restroom. There is one that you could maybe squeeze through if you like stood on top of the toilet and like jumped through. That one is not boarded up. The other ones, yeah, there are like I'd say like 5 windows kind of throughout, but they're all boarded. But there is at least one on every side.
If I look through that bathroom window, is there anything that looks particularly flammable outside that window?
There are bushes directly against the wall on that side.
So, Moon, I could shoot a fireball outside of the window and light some bushes on fire to create distraction. And then we have to evacuate, and it'd be such a panic, he might not even know that I'm reading his mind.
But I'm so scared of you. You can shoot fireballs.
Do you know, Moon, do you know why I like onions so much? Because they have layers, just like people. Not everyone is what they are on the surface. We all have layers to who we are.
Okay. Yeah. That's a really, really, like, very high level of intensity to just read his mind. I could just, wake him up and, just distract him.
This is one room, Moon. I do not want to be in the same room while you distract him. I know what your distractions are.
I could keep it, PG.
Hey, if you think you can keep it PG with Garv, you go right ahead. I'll have fire as backup plan.
I mean, he's drunk and sleepy. It's a gamble, but sometimes men like him like someone who takes charge, and I think he kind of hinted at that, so I think I could keep it PG.
I'll stay to the back of the room, because I don't need to be right next to him to look into his mind. So I'll be like in the doorway of the bathroom. You do what you need to do. And then fire is backup plan.
Okay, but once we do that, how are we gonna get out of here?
Well, we'll say, "Oh, fire, fire! The Emerald Knights are lighting it all on fire!" And then we run. We evacuate. Who's not going to run away from fire? That's something you learn when you're a child.
You guys are really intense.
Listen, I just saw my new child get decked by an axe. It's been a rough night. Garv was responsible. I might leave him in house once it's on fire. Might be part of plan.
Okay, alright. Just not used to so much violence. Oh, so I will keep him distracted. You read his mind, and then we'll catch the place on fire regardless, so we can escape.
If you don't figure it out, then we don't really need to worry about fire. He just go back to sleep and we figure other way out. Fire is in case things go bad.
Okay, that is a little relaxing. Sorry, I'm just thinking about if I want to do Rizium for this or not. This has all just got a little bit, like, too far off the deep end for my normal comfort level.
I think Petra walks up to Moon and kind of like puts her furry hands on the sides of Moon's face. Moon, you are better than Rizium. You do not need Rizium.
I don't know, I'm feeling really stressed right now, and Rizium would make me not feel stressed right now. I would actually feel very comfortable.
Is it your last hit?
Yeah, that's the last time that I've got.
Then that will be your last hit ever.
Okay.
Okay. Petra goes to the bathroom and just like mostly closes the door, just like peeking out very slightly.
And I've started some Rizium.
All right, you snort some Rizium. You know it'll take about 10-15 minutes to get you going, but you have about 2 hours worth. So it'll last, like, you have like one go, but it'll last about 2 hours.
Okay. Was it plus
We were
4
rated, by
to
the way.
charisma?
Correct. What'd you say, Raider?
We were rated, by the way.
Hey, thanks for raiding. Always someone raids us when you're about to do something like really unsavory, like every time. So you snort Rizium. Yeah, it gives you a -2 to intelligence and wisdom and a +4 to charisma, and advantage on all charisma checks.
All right. I'll wait for that to kick in. I don't know how Petra's spell works at all. So I just know that he needs to be awake and distracted.
All right.
So how did he pass out? He's like leaned
He's
up,
like-
but he's just
Yeah, like it's against like the headboard and like kind of slumped a little bit.
all right. I'm gonna sit on his lap.
All right.
And I'm gonna see if I can kind of shake him awake a bit.
All right, I'm actually gonna roll a con check for him, because now that he is asleep under the influence of Betty Bye, I called it a 12 last time, but you're actively trying to wake him up, so I'm gonna call it a 10 this time. He has a -4 to the roll, so he doesn't need to get a 10, and you can wake him up. Otherwise, he is too deep asleep to come out of it. 1d20.
Can I guidance him?
Guidance him? Yeah. You can guide him to wake up, to overcome. That you're literally guiding him. Okay, so it's just becomes plus -4 plus 1d4. 13. You sit on his lap. How do you guide him to wake up, Moon?
God damn it. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have led me to this exact point in my life. Yeah, he's just gonna kind of like slap on his face and be like, Goff, wake up, Goff. Come on, sweetheart.
Morning. Something's wrong.
No, I just thought that we should still have some fun, don't you think?
Where's mom?
She's in the other room. We just need to be very quiet.
The other room. Yeah, it's a fucking penthouse. Like, but he's like, yeah, the other room. Okay. Yeah. What do you have in mind?
I'll just start making out with him.
Yeah, you just start macking. Easily done. He's like a state of semi-conscious. You feel his head nod every now and then. He's go, no, I gotta. Comes back into it. Lips are going, tongues are moving. Petra, are you casting detect thoughts in this moment?
Yes. Wisdom save of 14. I don't know if him being on drugs and drunk makes that harder for him.
I think poisoned condition. Does it do anything to saves?
Unfortunately, I think it doesn't. Just ability checks and attack rolls.
I'm gonna call it that he has disadvantage on this still because he is right messed up and fully distracted and doesn't. It's almost like a surprise round too. Like he just has no clue. So it's wisdom.
Yes.
Uh,
Even if he succeeds, I still get surface level, but
Right.
the wisdom save is to go deeper.
So let me check what his wisdom is. Go to pull him up. Wisdom is a +0. That is what I thought. So just a straight D20 with disadvantage. Oh, fun fact, by the way, I had 3 actual D20 sitting on my desk, and I didn't like place them this way on purpose, but all 3 were aimed at a nat 20, and I didn't do it on purpose. That's fun. So I'm gonna roll these 2. The lowest is a 4.
Oh.
So yeah, first I want to know what the surface level thoughts are while he's
yeah,
making
hell
out
yeah.
with Moon.
Fuck yes. Yeah, this is great. God, I feel so fucking tired. What am I? Hell yeah. Oh, no, fuck yeah, this is great. Hell yeah. Fucking Garv. Let's go, Garv.
Petra will try to delve into seeing if he knows the current whereabouts of Doc or Sun, or I think she was told about Paz.
Let me look at detect thoughts real quick. Can you search? So, like, clearly
I thought
with
I
that.
could.
I'm double checking the wording. Shift your attention to another creature. Insight into its reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. So it's just something it worries over, loves, or hate. So I'm gonna say if you want that information, Moon is gonna have to guide the conversation in that way so that you can delve deeper.
Moon hears in his head, "Hey, start talking about your sister while you're making out. I need him to think about your sister."
We were rated again, by the way.
Oh God, the fucking time.
Sorry.
Thank you for rating. We love it. We appreciate it. But the timing every time. Welcome. All right. You make out with Garv. Petra's trying
Start
to
talking
read
about your
Garv's mind.
sister.
It says in your head, start talking about your sister.
Come on, you know what to do. Just get it out there.
What are you saying? What are you doing?
Oh my
It only
fucking
lasts a
God.
minute. Chop chop.
Chop. Oh my God. Oh, I'm just gonna break away, and as soon as I hear that, God, did you get anything else about my sister? I know this is totally random. It just crossed my mind right now.
So you guys, did you hear anything else about my sister? He's like, your sister. Guy, she's hot too. No, I didn't see I didn't see her. It sucks. I think she's dead. Petra, I think on that question, you know that he's telling the truth, that he actually doesn't know anything specifically about Moon's sister. The last that he saw her was when he gave the information to her and her group to head into Gothbrooks Manor to retrieve the stuff. And you almost get like a play of that scene by looking at the memories. You see all of the people kind of in his mind. He goes through the various ones. You have you get a sense of like guilt from him as well as he imagines like the half orc, very like young man, like really young man that was there and sending him off. You see he gives him a healing potion and like tells him to be careful. You see your friend in his mind, Seodoc Goodbottom is there, as well as Mr. Crane, his imp familiar. You see Sun, Moon's sister. You see another halfling, seems to be like of druidic in origin. You see a armored up drow, and you see as you were described before, the hair Genasi paws that Draven is looking for. And you kind of see the crew, and you kind of get this like little scene almost of exactly what went down and the information that was given.
Moon hears in the back of his head, ask him if he has any big meetings soon. Ask him like, hey, you're so important. I bet you have very important meetings. I hope you're not late.
Oh god, you're such an important big man. I'm sure you have a meeting like later in the week or maybe in 2 weeks. Do you have things to go to?
I mean, yeah, actually, I got one 2 nights from now, kind of big deal thing, Yeah, I kind of, I'm important, and they put me in charge of, orchestrating the boss's plans.
And that meeting in 2 nights, what is that?
Roll me a persuasion.
And I have an advantage because
Advantage,
I am high.
Correct.
That did not roll with advantage.
Let's roll another.
And then that's +2, so it's a 16.
16. I'm just gonna roll like to see if he can resist that or not. The nat 1 on my die. That's the D20 die that was sitting there looking pretty. It is not rolled to the other side. It's like, I kind of, did I tell you that I see your sister like on like a thing, like a break-in? Did I mention that?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's like another one of those,
Ah, right. Moon's gonna like glance over to where Petra is, like.
Man, didn't even need detect thoughts for that one. He just spilled the beans on that one.
You do get an image in your head of a fish shack though, and that he detests going in there because it smells so bad. And you hear him thinking like, I hate the fish shack so much, and you get another thoughts of like, wait, what the fuck are we talking about this? And you see it like as he thinks that, starts like leaning towards Moon again.
I feel like the detect thoughts is probably running out, if not having run out already.
I'll give you one more inquiry if you wanna.
I think Petra wouldn't push it because she feels like he might be getting suspicious of Moon asking so many questions. So I think she will just like turn off the detect thoughts for a second. Questions going over to Moon's to detect thoughts, but doesn't, and then ends it, and then Moon hears in his head, hey, I think we got what we could out of him. If you want to knock him out again, by all means, I'll shut the door. I'll plug my ears. Just give the door a knock when you're done.
I'm so sorry, Petra, for what I have to do.
When you do probe deeper with detect thoughts, they know something is happening, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
I think in this moment, again, because he is in a state right now where his mind is not right, and in more ways than one. So I'm going to, I'll roll this in front of everyone. We're gonna call this. Oh, we'll call it another wisdom saving throw. So it's like it's a +0. I'm not gonna give this one disadvantage though. Just straight. What is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC 14.
14. So he has to beat a 14, I'll say, to realize that magic was happening and to be cognizant of that. It's an 8. So feels something weird, but there's a lot of weird things happening. You can't quite pinpoint exactly what that specific weird thing is, at least not at the moment. So doesn't seem to do or say anything regarding that. Petra, you close the door, you said, to the restroom.
Close the door and like hold my hands over my ears.
Moon, it's over to you.
That sloppy toppy was postponed long enough.
All right, sloppy toppy commences. You try your best not to hear anything, Petra, but you cannot help but hear Garv yelling out his own name. As a sloppy toppy is commenced and everything finishes up, I think he promptly falls back asleep with a big old satisfied grin.
I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom and be like, Petra, I need to wash my mouth immediately. Please, Petra, let me in.
This is how we spend our weekends.
Don't look at me. Just go out there.
So that's why we get rated and people, maybe don't stay sometimes, because it's the timing every time.
Petra opens the door and is covering her eyes and walks past Moon. And once Moon goes in, Petra almost slams the door shut.
Please tell me Garv has a toothbrush.
I have a Garv with a toothbrush. Garv also has alcohol though that you could rinse your mouth out with.
That's better.
No. Yeah, you go. Take it off. Do a little gargle, spit it out. And we are back where we were before, the two of you in this room. There's a little bit less activity outside by this point, though you just know there are still at least 2 people directly outside of the door because you hear them sniggering.
Okay, Petra, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. What should we do? And Petra gags a little bit for a second. Sorry, I just had a flashback. I tried to repress it already. So do we want to? Well, I have some rope. Do you want to tie him to bed?
Why would I do that?
Sorry, I'm having my own thoughts. Listen, Moon. Do we want the Garv to be alive?
I don't know how cool I am with murder, Petra.
Oh no, I'm not cool with murder either, but he did hurt my son. So if there is a house fire and he can't get out, that's not murder. Legally.
Petra, we should just leave. Because
there is a window in the bathroom.
yeah, why don't we just go out the window? He did get jumped. I mean, he didn't even know why. Is he like so in the wrong to defend himself?
Did we want to leave that ransom note before we climb out window?
Chef, fuck it. I don't know. Why not?
Do either of you have writing utensils to leave a note with? Because there are
That's right, he doesn't
certainly
have
none in
paper.
here.
What do I have? What the fuck are vestments? Oh, religious clothing. No, but I do have a tinderbox to start a fire. Oh, I have a prayer book.
Also, you could use pull out a piece of paper from that. That would work.
I don't know if I don't have a pen though.
Oh, that's a sneeze. Oh man.
Let me remove this Rizium from my inventory.
And you could always get a piece of wood, light it on fire, charcoal it, old school style.
We have plenty of means to fire up in here, I guess.
Fires. I'm trying to get a fire going one way or another.
Yeah, Moon pulls out like a little mini prayer book to for Ashian and just is like, this is the best I've got for paper. We could just pull out one of the front pages, the copyright page.
There's a notes section in the back.
So, what should notes say? We have taken your ma and your side piece. Come to Emerald Order to claim them.
Why not? We could not be in any more shit than we already are. So why don't we just fuck up everything? Just, yeah. Really go for it, Petra.
I don't love your tone tonight, Moon. I don't love it, but we are in the situation we are in. So and Petra starts writing. We have taken your ma and your side piece. Come to Emerald Order to claim them. Sincerely, the Emerald Order.
All right.
And I take out a little knife that I have and I stick it into the wall. I'm like, okay, now we gotta get out. Now we should see if we can actually get out that window. It's pretty small.
Okay, let's go check out that window. How small is that window?
It's, as you look at it, it looks, luckily you're not a larger race. Hazel could never have fit through this window, but two of you maybe. Draven also maybe not. You look at, I don't know, it's dubious if you can squeeze. I'm gonna call it an acro 10 check.
Oh, what check?
Acrobatics 10.
Can I guidance?
Mm-hmm.
Can I guidance?
Yeah, you can go one at a time. Guidance yourselves.
And then let me.
It's already 12, so 13.
I only need a 3 on the die.
All right.
Fucking goddamn it! That's a nat
you-
one.
You guidance yourself though, so you can see if that gets you there.
I need a 2. There.
Okay. You say a little prayer as you feel your hips get stuck through. You gotta pull. The two of you are able to jump out the back window, though there are bushes behind that kind of like lighten your fall. But immediately, I need you both make stealth checks as well.
13.
Can I guidance this, or is this just like one after another kind of stuff?
I think this is like directly after, as soon as you land on the ground. You're not moving. This is like, don't get caught jumping out the window.
7.
Okay. I think as you two come out of the window here, into the bushes, there's like a rustling sound and a bit of like a thump as you hit the ground, because it is like raised a bit. So you're probably falling about like 4 feet or so. As you try to catch yourselves, you hear someone on the other side just like, what was that? Very like video game style, and in very video game style, they're about to like do their like creepy little patrol that comes around, tries to spot somebody.
Who goes there?
Yeah, who goes there? What was that? I know you're there.
Must have been the wind.
We're not at that yet.
Is there any like rocks or things like that next to us?
I don't think this is a very rocky area. No, it's pretty well maintained. It's like nice tapestry, not tapestry.
Tapestry? But
No,
no,
that's
it's
the
not
word I want.
tapestry either.
Bushes. There's a T word that has to do with bushes, and it's not coming to my mind right now.
Topiary?
Tapiary, that's what I want, yeah. They're nice, they're cut, they're well maintained. This is a yard.
What is the background? What is the backyard situation? Like, what do we got going on around us?
It is like on a little bit of a plot of land, but it's not fenced in or anything. And it's like just kind of like its own tiny oasis in this compound that is, for the most part, paved. So it's a pretty open space right behind you past the bushes. It's the back that faces the gate. So you don't have to go around to the front to get to the gate, at least the one that you know where you came in from. But you can even kind of see it in the distance. And if you want to roll me a perception check, you can both do that.
Ooh. 20.
I think Petra, on your perception check, you are able to clock that there are 2 people that are coming towards your location in that instant. On the 20 there,
It's
Moon,
actually
you
a
see in the
19
distance.
because there's a minus.
19. Okay. Even on the 19, you are able to see by the gates and like on the way to the gates where you need to exit that there are at least 8 people between you and Freedom.
Is it dark here?
It is dark. It's the middle of the night.
Okay.
There are no lights being lit up like where you are directly, but there are lanterns and stuff, people walking around that do have light between you and the exit.
What kind of gate is this? Is it like the barred gates? Is it like
It's actually not so much like a gate as it is like a thoroughfare, like almost like an arch that comes into the compound. It's not actually gated off. There's like a little like guard room next to it, where if you think about like when you go to like a movie set you see in TV, there's like a little guard booth, like a thing that goes neat neat. It's kind of like that, but there's no like little thing that goes down. There's just people posted to watch what comes in and out. This is not the main area of the compound. This is like a subsidiary subsect area that isn't as highly guarded. But so it's just like a little guardhouse essentially that's next to an entrance.
But if we wanted to hop a fence, difficulty would be...
I'd say the fence is probably about 12 feet high. And it has those like little like black pointy spikes on the top.
And if we were to try to do like we're here, they're coming around here. If we try to do, we would be seen from like on this end by people, or...
So you're trying to say like as they come around, you kind of do the same to get back to the front door. I'm gonna roll, or we'll call this like a luck check, there's a 50-50 chance that they're coming together one direction. There's a 50-50 chance that they're like going separately around either side. You're gonna want the lower 50. Okay, they are coming together in one direction, so you could do a loop. There would be, as far as you don't know what's on that other side actually. Other than when you came in, you saw that it kind of like just goes deeper into this like, little like almost like city that's built here.
We gotta chance it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we're just gonna grab Petra and just immediately like try to begin to try to do the sneak around it so that we don't get seen when they come around.
Okay, you could re-roll stealth checks now because the first one was for like your exit like stealth land, and you can guidance these this time.
Yeah. It's a natural 20
A 26.
plus
Sorry, wait,
2.
let me, 28 for the
28.
68-year-old woman.
So
Jesus.
as you know, you made some sound to begin with, and you hear like, "Who goes there?" You fucking clinch a little bit, and your adrenaline starts pumping, and you're in the fucking zone, and you know that it's life or death in this moment. And you hear that they're coming around the left side. You start traipsing around the right side.
Okay. And then what's on this side of the building?
The front door to here, and then like it goes deeper into like the city essentially. So it's like a little compound where like homes and buildings and storages and things like that are. So it's mostly just buildings, different types of buildings. Most of it is paved. Not many of them have like a grassy area like the one around Garv, which actually shows that he has a decent station here. You think there's probably like barracks for people, like places where food is stored, and you see if you're looking like really, really far that there's like another gate that goes even deeper.
And this is like DeRozan property that we're looking at.
This is DeRozan property, not just DeRozan territory. This is their property. This is where they live.
And when we look out on the side, we don't see any guards or anything like that out currently.
Most of them are not patrolling that side. No, they're more worried about people coming in. They're not really worried about what's happening within deeper. There's probably people there in the buildings, but you don't see a patrol necessarily.
Will's gonna look at Petra and then be like,
We gotta go in deeper and maybe hop a fence where there's no guards.
okay.
I can set some distractions, and she kind of like holds up her hand like a little flicker of flame and looks towards some bushes.
Do it. We'll just run. It'll keep them from following us.
As we start running, I light a bush on fire.
You light a bush on fire. Like, yeah, there's like one like near the front. You start to light a bush on fire, and you just start booking in. Gar's house is made of wood, so you know the house is gonna start catching on fire. His is the only place that really has this grassland. The only place a bush would be. So pop a bush. There's a chance that his house will light. You start running deeper into the Rosen compound. It's mostly like just sidewalks. It's not like sprawling where you are now. It's relatively small, like less than like a village. But it's just kind of like building storehouses, you think, at this point. Maybe deeper in, you can see that there's like larger, like multi-story buildings. But in this area, you start slinking through. You are incredibly quiet. At first, you hear them say, "Must have been the wind." And they're like, "No, it's a fire." And they start running around. Those two start trying to put it out. You hear that they call for help. They're actually screaming, "We're under attack! Someone's here! Find them!"
Okay. We're gonna try to find the like immediate fence to try and hop over. I'll help Petra over first.
Okay.
In an area where
This
like
is-
we can break line of
Yes.
sight and I'm gonna try to lift Petra up, pull her up and push her up to the top.
Remember, it is like black spikes on the top, and it's about 12 feet. So are you just trying to like? Whoop?
Is there any
Okay.
like boxes or anything lying around in this area, or is everything like?
So I would say it's really not super disorganized. I don't think there's just like a convenient crate that you can use as like a step to get up.
Okay.
That would very much defeat the purpose that they left things like that around.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna lift her.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me, Petra, with advantage from Moon giving you help.
Can I also guidance myself?
You can guide yourself, yes. You got the
I'm
guidance
gonna
crew,
roll.
luckily.
Roll the guidance first. It's a 3 on the guidance.
I got
Nice.
so scared. I was like, 3.
Athletics with advantage. That's an 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay. You are able to get with your cat-like litheness up and over the fence. Go ahead and take off 2 points of piercing damage as you get up over it. Relatively unscathed, but you do feel it cutting into you a little bit. As you scramble, there's no way really, though, I would say, for you to like perch up here to pull Moon with you. You'd literally be impaling yourself to do so.
As I'm on the other side, I'm going to take my rope and tie it to a torch real quick and use the torch as like weight to throw it over so that I can pull from one end while Moon is climbing on the other end to try to give Moon the help action.
Like, yeah, like the basic rappel, that would work. So yeah, Moon, also roll me athletics with help plus your guidance.
Okay. So
Please don't
you said
forget.
athletics
Mm-hmm.
and advantage.
Plus you can do your guidance.
Fuck.
What is that?
A 6
Well-
is the best one.
It's like a 7.
A 7. Moon, you don't have the upper body strength for this. This is not your jam. You don't do this kind of thing. You are a social person, and you start trying to go up this rope. Even with Petra pulling on it, trying to lift you up, you keep finding your hands like slide down. You can't get your feet up. You don't know the technique needed to do this.
Okay. Having a moment of absolute fear of getting caught, like feeling cornered, like looking around behind him, hearing people shouting. Moon is gonna feel like a cornered cat, and he's gonna shift for the first time. And I want to try to use like my claws to like dig into the wall a bit or like the metal and see if that could help me pull myself up.
I'll say it's like a thick kind of old wood, the wall itself, with like metal sticking out the top. So you could potentially try to do that and scale up. Cats are really good climbers. So go ahead and roll me another athletics check with cat stats.
With kitty cat stats or just my normal?
This is a dex check, so you take the physical of the wild shape.
It's not wild shape. It's shifting as in
Oh, shift. Sorry.
Yes.
So you just kind of half morph your body.
Yeah, he
to
gets a
be
more
feline in
animalistic
nature.
body. He gets long claws.
Okay. So
I
yeah,
get-
just roll
what?
with advantage again too. You could still use the rope to help.
That is still abysmal.
As a cornered cat, you start climbing, but you're not a cat. Right? You
Yeah.
are still just someone with claws, and you're digging in. I was even going to give you like a plus to the or lower the DC essentially.
Would the guidance make a difference, or is it too late because I rolled?
What are you at? What are you at right now? 8?
8.
8. So I set the DC at 10, so it's possible. It was 12 originally. I set it down to 10.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
picture fucking killed it then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
You feel, and you actually hear someone behind you. I think at this point, Moon's like, "Wait, I hear some noise over here. Come with me." And you just like, and he's like fucking freaking out and climbing up.
The mighty beast inside.
Yeah. You fucking scramble and you feel yourself falling again, but luckily Petra has that rope and you get one hand on that and kind of pull, and you get another like your claws into the top, and you kind of end up rolling over. I'm gonna roll you a d4 of damage as well. Sorry, d6 of damage. But then also 2 damage for you as you roll over the top spikes.
Which only does my temporary HP.
There you go. So you feel some fur get clipped off, essentially. But you land on the other side, 2 cats in the night.
I'm booking it. I'm out of there.
I think you look, you make eye contact, and you start just running off. We're gonna cut to the other 2. Thank you for waiting there. We go Hazel and Draven, who have also ran away in fear from the DeRozans, heading towards Rat Rider territory. What's the game plan?
I feel like when we get closer to the Rat Rider territory, Draven's gonna stop, look to Hazel and be like, all right, cover this up a little bit, and kind of like pull the makeshift curtain up to kind of hide her face. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go. And I'd imagine Draven's been in this territory before. He may know where it's more likely to find some members.
Mhm.
So he's going to go to the most likely spot. Even if it's like low-ranking guys, he just wants to get in contact right now.
So I'll say this, you've definitely been through here. You literally walked through here just to get to where you were going. It's kind of like a high traffic area, and generally you're not going to be accosted just for existing here. They are sneakier as well. They don't engage in the same kind of like brutish tactics a lot of the other gangs do. So you're actively looking for people. Roll me a history check, and this is going to determine maybe how much you know about different locales here.
All right, that's a 10.
10. You do not know. Most people do not know where their main headquarters are located. You do not know where the top brass is, where the head honchos are. However, you do know that there is a stable where giant rats are kept and fed, and rat fighting, as in like dog fighting, often happens, where they try to like toughen them up and like breed a hardier stock. There are a lot of like the lower level members that are there at all hours to make sure no one is going to like tamper with that or disrupt them or anything of that nature.
Okay, we'll head there. As we get closer, Draven will lift his hands and just kind of like openly shout, I need to talk to one of the ratters.
Yeah, easily done. Okay. You see a half-elf guy starts coming up. He looks like the most perfect blend of human and elf you have ever seen. Like, it's exactly 50-50. You've never seen such a perfect balance struck. You see this dude is absolutely hot as well. Just absolutely smoking this like long flowing silver hair. Until he comes up to talk to you, and you see he's like missing like 3 or 4 teeth.
Tragic.
Yeah. Tragic. Oh, hey, how can I help you?
Hey, there's name's Paul. This is my associate here. I actually wanted to speak to one of your high ups, but I can give you the information if you want.
Oh, yeah, I could take what you need to give. Name's Valo. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Vala. And he's gonna shake his hand, almost
no doubt.
super excitedly.
He's got a big goofy grin on his face. So, what kind of information is it?
Alrighty, so I you knows that the DeRozan's been, kind of going all over the place, sticking their nose where they don't need to be.
The DeRozans are always in places they shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have some very reliable information that one Gav is fucked up right now. He's on some crazy shit. Now, I was sticking my nose in a place that didn't belong either. And I know exactly what area he is in their compound. So, maybe you guys can go in there, catch him. But I would request that you give Garv to us. Now, you can do whatever you want. You can question him. You can cut off a couple fingers, whatever you want. But ultimately, I do want Garv. But look at me. I kind of got the twink build. I ain't going to last against him. So I'd like any kind of help that I can have.
You see, this guy Valo definitely also has the twink build. No! Oh shit, that's heavy. Okay, so you want us to, like, go get Garv for you?
Mm-hmm.
He's fucked up, so you're saying it's easy.
It's, well, not easy, but easier. I don't know the situation over there right now. It may be hot. If not, okay, I understand. But this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I think we should all take it. You benefit from getting Garv off the table, and that's a massive hit to the DeRozans. They'll have to pull out. I think we'll all be golden.
Well, I don't know. I think the boss ain't gonna like it if we're just kind of going into DeRozan territory and starting shit.
But you see, I know you guys is expert at the stealth. So
True,
I think
we're-
you guys have the best opportunity out of anybody here.
Oh man, so go in and kidnap him. Maybe kind of looks back at some of the other people's like, yo, come over here. Hey. You see like 4 or 5 people start coming up behind him. This guy here says he knows Garv DeRozan is fucked up. And I believe him. Why else would he be saying it? I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? Should we go try to get him? I think the boss would be happy. Maybe. Oh, but shit, I don't know, guys. What do you think? And you just hear like one person like, "That's a terrible fucking idea." What do you mean? Like, why? What? No, we're not gonna start a gang war. He's like, no, guys, you understand? This is opportunity. This is opportunity. This nice gentleman is given to us.
Yeah, listen to your friend. He knows what he's talking about.
You hear another person. That's just Valo. Valo's a fucking idiot.
All right. I can give you guys another opportunity here, and Draven's going to pull out the boots, the magical boots that he got previously. Now, these boots here, they cover your tracks almost quite literally. You wear them, the footprints come up different. All right. Now I can lend them to you, and that'll make things a whole lot easier. That being said, you might also want to run this by with some of the higher ups. If you do take this opportunity, they may want to know what you're doing, and they may even be able to help you in the long run.
You see like another of them kind of looks at you. This one is a I'm trying to look at my NPCs here. You see this one is a dwarven female. She kind of walks up to you. You see she has also like very young features here. Quite tall for a dwarf. Like big messy red hair though. Doesn't look very dwarfish though, and seems kind of meek. Who are you exactly? You're just some random guy who came up and started talking to us about this shit. Like, I don't know you.
All right, well, I'm gonna need you guys to keep it on the down low, okay? Now, there may or may not be a bounty out for Garv right now from the Knights of the Emerald Order. Now, I'm wanting a piece of that. But, as I told your friend here, I got the twink build. I ain't equipped to deal with this.
Okay, I mean, I don't think we should like do this on our own though, guys. And you see like follows like, no, this is a great opportunity. We're gonna rise in the ranks if we get a fucking mid boss of the DeRozans. You hear the other like dude who's just like, this is a shitty idea to begin with. Is like, no, if you're doing anything, we're definitely talking to the boss about it. But then they're gonna take all the credit. That's fine. At least we'll be able to say we gave them information or something. It's fine. Just step by step, no big jumps. That's what gets you killed in this line of business. Follow
See,
the rule.
this guy's smart. May I ask your name?
My name. God, so many fucking. This one is. He actually is also a dwarf. And you see, as you look at him, his name's Undar. You kind of look at him a little closer. He has like big rosy cheeks. You could tell that he's probably been drinking a little bit. Nice little button nose, Santa Claus-esque. But as he talks, you see that all of his teeth are filed down. Yeah, Undar.
Nice to meet you. You got a good head on your shoulders, and I believe you are pursuing the right course of action. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a good opportunity for all of us, but I would hate for you guys to get injured and or killed. And I think talking to your higher-ups would be the best course of action. You're still providing information. You can still rise through the ranks.
You see Valo is like, I don't know, guys, I really think we should do it, but everyone else is like, dude, stop. That's a terrible fucking plan. And he speaks to Lise. All right, well, what if we take him, right? So it's like very clear that we talk, you know, we got the information, we took him to the leader. Sounds pressing, so let's set up a meeting. Let's go to the boss directly. You see Oma again's like, she's very scary. I don't know about that. Undar kind of looks over. No, I think it's probably the best plan. You willing to meet the boss?
Sure. I'm willing to do so. My good friend, are you willing to come along with us?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's go.
They're just gonna roll a general insight check on you, I think, as a group.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 1. Great. Fuck this die.
Yes.
Nat 1. They're like, all right, yeah, after me. And you see Valo kind of big toothless grin, starts heading off. Kind of looks over at like another member that hadn't like fully engaged with you. He's like, hey, go set up a meeting real quick. Go like get them in the, you know, the meeting place. Tries to be vague, and you know that the actual hideout is incredibly well kept secret. There's no way they would take you straight there, so
Right.
they must have a separate location where they would do this sort of thing. You see they kind of nod, go into the stables, get up on one of the giant rats, mount it, and just start kind of off into deeper into the Rat Rider territory, like at a much faster pace than you guys. So, how'd you guys end up coming by this information anyway?
Like I said, I was watching. I got this information. Well, I got the bounty from the Emerald Knights, right? So we've been kind of slinking around. We saw that Gav took this really pretty looking guy and this very, very nice looking cat lady. And we kind of noticed that he wasn't moving so right. He's kind of stumbling. He looked fucked up, let me tell you.
He also had slashes on chest from sword.
That too. It's crazy.
Someone's already attacking. You have any idea who it might have been?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. So also I have like little NPC notes here, so you can get a vibe here. Valo, his personality note is he's gullible. Almost is that she's very insecure, and then Undar is that he's intelligent. So, you see that Undar and Valo just do not get along at all. And as Valo starts trying to talk more, Undar kind of like looks up at him, kind of hits something like, "Stop talking so much. You're letting shit slip. Listen, we're gonna take you to meet the leader, and that's it. All right, so you know, sell your shit to her."
I appreciate the opportunity. I'll be honest, I did not think I was going to speak to the leader, so I'm very honored.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah. And then you hear like Val's like, "Not really. She kind of talks to anyone. She's pretty open about shit. Shut the fuck up." She likes yelling at people, and you're probably gonna get yelled at, just so you know. You see the other Oma, the other dwarf. She kind of like, "Stop talking bad about her. You're gonna get us all in trouble." It is like a little bit of like the trio kind of just goes back and forth. You could tell that they don't get along particularly well, especially with Valo. And eventually they start leading you towards what is, you know, a large pit where they do, like outside of where their house, there's like another large area where they kind of gather people as like a little entertainment where they do more of these like rat fights and their own like minor gladiatorial games. It's like a very small pit, but there is a it's like an amphitheater style where it goes like halfway around, and up at the top there's like a box. You start going up the stairs to this like box seat essentially. And the door is locked, and you see that the person who went off on the rat is already there before you, kind of like has the rat like tied up outside, and they're by the door. You don't know how exactly they would get someone here so quickly for this meeting, but you see he addresses you. She's inside, she's ready.
All right, let's get this done.
They knock on the door. You can tell it's a very specific knock as well. It hits your ear as it's meant to sound like be knocked a certain way. You hear from inside a woman's voice. Yeah, come the fuck in! And opens the door, and you see sitting there with like four like armed to the teeth guards standing there, as well as 2 other giant rats, much bigger than the one that the person rode in here on, kind of being held by like a collar around their neck by 2 of the guards. You see a woman in like a very nice plush chair, like very fine background, like a satin kind of cloth on the side, outside of it, legs crossed. Human woman, looks to be maybe early 40s. You see that both the sides of her head are completely shaved, and then it's all like on one side, the top in a braid, with a huge like head tattoo that goes around the side of like not like a realistic style, but kind of made out of lines, like various like rats. And she's sitting there with like a big, like one of those very long pipes, and she's dressed in completely like a black cloak, can't see anything that's underneath it, and just pulls it out of her mouth. I was in my chambers. You know what fucking time it is. So looks at all of her people. This better be fucking good.
My apologies for impeding on your relaxation time. However, I would like to inform you that one Garv of the DeRozan family is fucked up right now. As I was telling your business associates here, me and her saw Garv going down the streets with a very pretty looking man and a very sweet looking cat lady. But he was stumbling around, kind of just, fucked up completely. And as my friend reminded me, he had big cuts across him. Now, I have been to Garv's particular residence inside the DeRozan territory, and I can offer you a layout as to capturing him. However, I would like to request we have Garv at the end of the day. After you have your way with him, of course. Whether that be chopping off fingers or asking him questions.
Why exactly did you come to us? Asking to go get Garv.
Honestly, you guys are the best at stealth infiltration, so I would say you guys have the best opportunity to do so. And I have noticed that some DeRozans have been walking around freely in your territory, which is a major sign of disrespect to you.
Not freely, I'll tell you that much.
My apologies.
You are right, the DeRozans have been overstepping their bounds just a little bit too much lately. And you see she like reaches out her hand towards one of the guards like behind, and just like has her hand open, and you see they quickly put a drink in it, and she like puts it up to her mouth, and it kind of like dribbles down her chin, and she smashes the cup on the ground. But I don't know why you would come here. You're not a rat rider. Why do you care about what the DeRozans are doing and who they're disrespecting?
Honestly, I used to be part of the game. However, it was a little bit too much for me. Again, the twink build. But I do like making money, and it is hard to make money in this city. Now, I will be honest. The Emerald Knights are offering a pretty hefty bounty for him, and I would like to collect it.
So you come here, you give me your information, tell me that Garv is disposed of, that would be an easy target, and then you think we're gonna do that and then give you the body. Why would I fucking do that?
Because you also get an opportunity to take care of Gav and weaken the DeRozans in general.
Why would I give you the body?
Once we cash in, we will give you half bounty that the Emerald Knights give us.
We
But
can
I
do
get
that.
all of it.
Without that information, you would not know of this bounty's existence. We thought in good faith you might be willing to...
You think the Rat Riders deal in good faith? We do what's best for us. We're scavengers.
And would this not be the best opportunity to gain more notoriety amongst yourselves? The Rat Rat is taking care of Gav. Don't you think that'd be pretty interesting? Or if you prefer to remain anonymous, I
But
can
you're
see
talking
that as
about
well.
starting a war, right? This isn't some small territory dispute. This would be war. Garv ain't nobody. That's the right-hand man's younger brother. Huh? What do you think would be the fucking fallout of that?
At the same time, if you offer Gav to us and we offer him up to the Emerald Knights, I'm sure that would spread that the Emerald Knights capture Gav, leaving you guys in a better position. You'll take care of Gav, and you will no longer be implicated.
Roll me a persuasion check on that one. That was pretty solid.
Persuasion. That's an 8.
That's an 8. I don't know you, and I don't trust you.
Perhaps
As
you
a-
do not
a
deal in
big
good
fucking
faith.
setup.
But perhaps you do not deal in good faith, but I do. And as a show of that good faith, I am willing to accompany any men you send on this mission myself. To assure you that this is no surprise attack.
How does that assure me it's not a surprise attack? That would just put you closer to us to attack.
This is a good point.
As a show of good faith, I can also offer you these, and again, he will offer up the boots. Now, these will make footprints appear different, and it'll further give you guys a cushion to fall back on.
Pass them over.
And he will pass the boots over.
Takes a look at them, nods, tosses them to someone else. Thank you.
Now, am I to assume that we are in agreement here?
Why would you assume that, huh? I told you, we are scavengers. We take what we can get. What we don't want is an all-out war with the DeRozans. Now, if you want to go make Garv disappear, then be my guest. But I see no good reason we get involved. Sure, we could weaken them a little bit, put them into disorder. But there are many other ways to go about that than going off the word of some random fucking strangers coming in here and doing what? Saying, oh, we got a bounty? Why have I not heard about this bounty from the Emerald Order to begin with?
All right. I'll be honest here. I did overstep the truth a little bit. Now, yes, I am getting this information from the Emerald Order. However, another reason I am coming to you specifically is because, and he kind of looks around like he's looking for like an imaginary listener. Now, I hear that Siren's Call has achieved a weapon of some sort. Now, I don't want Siren's Call taking over. So, in order to give you guys a better advantage, I would much rather go to you guys as opposed to Siren's Call. I think
Yeah.
you guys are the best people for this job, and I think you can have much to gain from removing Gav. And if you really want to, you can turn Siren's Call against the DeRozans.
Seems like you got a heavy stake against the DeRozans here, huh? So you don't like Siren's Call. You're not with us, not with the DeRozans. So who are you with? Shadow Snakes? Crimson Reavers?
No, I am unaffiliated. Currently, I would like to just make money. However, I have heard various informations.
I'll tell you what. We'll investigate. I'll send one of my riders out to see what's going on at the DeRozan compound. I've already got note that they're on high alert about something.
That I am unaware of. I was very much unaware of this situation.
Roll a deception check.
Well, no, he is unaware of that because I'm assuming you're talking about the fire, correct? Or
There's also like hordes of the men were sent after Draven and Hazel.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There's been an uproar since then that has not subsided and has only gotten worse.
Gotcha. That's a 13.
Okay, I'm gonna roll insight check.
I have a crazy play that I could pull out, but I don't have the charisma to back it up. I don't know if I should do it or not.
I'm gonna say you immediately tell that she does not believe you when you say I don't know anything about that. Clocks it immediately as deception. So if you have a play, now's the time, Hazel.
I myself has not been truthful. You seem to wish to know which side we align ourselves with. Truth is, I am bastard child of Gav DeRozan, and I wish to get revenge on my father. You can claim all bounty of Emerald Knight, provided that we bring him to justice for the bastard that he is.
Roll me persuasion or deception.
Persuasion? Wait, am I?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Wait, what do you mean persuasion?
Yeah, what do you mean? Roll me persuasion or deception.
Oh, they're the same. Where's the same? Yeah, it's the same. Just normal? Do I get advantage because it's such a good plan?
No, it's normal.
Does she get advantage because she's a half orc?
Yeah, come on.
DC is accommodating, so just go ahead and roll.
Okay, DC is 13.
What is it? 13?
13.
I will. I'm gonna roll insight on that as well. Blocks that you are maybe not telling the whole truth, but does immediately say, him and his fucking bastard kids. There's so many of them. Makes sense. So you're another one, huh?
Correct. He left me down in the waterways to fend for myself. I've come back for revenge.
Yeah, I heard he's using them for something. I don't know exactly what, but that checks out. So what? You're against the entire DeRozans. You're just trying to get Garv out of the picture so they're weak?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot for the Rosens entirely. I just wish to get revenge on my father. Once I take him to Emerald Knights, they can do what they please with him. I get bounty, give bounty to you, we all happy.
Garv is gone.
Gav off table. I find it very unlikely Emerald Knights will take him back onto the field.
You look rather capable. You, I don't know so much about. You have that twink build. I would break you.
It's true. You would indeed. And I will be honest. Yes, I am very much not capable of a fighter.
Roll me one more persuasion check with advantage. Either of you can lead it.
Want to do
I'll go to 0. What do you got?
Oh, okay. I think I got a +4. Persuasion +2. Okay. With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Nah. Then don't for a fucking second think that I suddenly trust either of you. But I know that bastard DeRozan is out there leading bastard children. I know that he's been in my territory, and you're right. And though it's none of your fucking business, he does need to be taught a lesson one way or the other. So if what you're saying is true, and my rider verifies some shit is going down, and that Garv is in a state this will be done easily, then you have yourself a deal. But you're both going with me, and I'll be doing this myself.
Understandable. I agree to these terms and conditions.
And the money is mine. And should I find out that you cash in this bounty and do not pay me, that's your lives. Doesn't matter where in the city you are, I will fucking find you.
We will
Yes,
get
you'll
you
find
said money.
Paul and Bastard Rosen are two people you would look to find.
Tell me, how much is this bounty anyway? I imagine it must be hefty for someone like Garv DeRozan.
3,000 gold.
3,000 gold. 3,000 gold. What? Why does the Emerald Knights want him that badly? 3,000 gold for Garv DeRozan. He's valuable, but that.
Absolutely. I do have information as to why, but perhaps I could have a little something myself to sweeten the deal. If you wish to know information.
Roll me persuasion.
Hazel, shut the fuck up. 13 again.
We'll see what can be worked out. You give me the information first, and maybe there's something positive in it for you.
Perhaps Emerald Knights believe Gav to be in association with a murderer recently.
That makes sense. The crown's money anyway, they have plenty of it. 3,000's insane, but shit, you should have led with that. 3,000 gold. It's not something I can turn down easily. All right. What was your names again? Paul and
Anya
Right.
DeRosa.
Anya DeRozan and Paul. Paul.
Just Paul. You see, I was an orphan and did not have a last name.
A lot of those around here.
Oh, the traitors.
I actually thought that too. Then here, we'll wait. My rider should be back before too long. And if the timing is right, we'll strike.
We are in agreement then.
All right. So you've made a deal with the head of one of the largest crime families to give them 3,000 gold.
I would like to think like as we're waiting, like Draven talks to Hazel like in the corner, just 1,000 fucking gold. You know, they can afford it, but goddamn. It's fine, we're in.
Listen, your plan wasn't fucking working, okay?
It wasn't working, but goddamn.
I think you wait. We cut over to, again, Petra and Moon. You have escaped the compound. You have ran away. You see smoke from the fire you started going up, and we're gonna roll. Today's just like a little D100 day. It's like a chance to see what happens. We're gonna say, do you want? How much do you want the building to catch on fire, Petra? You're the one who started this. So how much damage did you want to be caused by this fire? Is it just a distraction fire, or are you hoping it might spread a little bit?
Garv hurt her son. She lit as much as she could before she left.
Right? Then I'm gonna say under a 70, because you're deliberately like starting under a 70. The fire spread pretty well. 17. As you're leaving the scene, he has a wooden house. He's the only place with grass, and it starts to spread. It hasn't rained in a while. It's the winter months since the snow, or like just leaving the winter months. So as like the snow has stopped falling, the rain hasn't started yet. Things are a bit dry. His house quickly begins to engulf. And what happens with him and those who are around? There are people around, but what happens there? You're not really sure. But you could tell. You hear the crackling of flames behind you as they start to move on. More and more voices in the DeRozan compound start going off as people from different buildings start jumping into action to make sure that that doesn't go any further than Garv's house. And it's you two running off into the night. Where are you headed?
It's pretty late at night. Do they have, like, what is it? Not a trolley. Like the carts and stuff? Do they run late like this or no?
I think if you book them during the day, they'll go through the night, but they're not probably super active. If you didn't book it already, then those people are, for the most part, shut down. They are at home with their families, especially here in the Crimson Cage.
How close is like the DeRozan territory to the spot?
It's a bit away, but not insanely.
Okay.
Like, it'll take you a few hours on foot to get there, but you're trying to get home.
Yeah, that's the safest place that Petra can think of.
Yeah.
Do we want to go back to my place? It's a little bit away, but it's nobody really looks in the waterways.
Yeah, I don't know where else we would go, but holy shit, I had never done anything like that before. That was crazy.
Yeah, you were scared of me reading minds and shooting fire, and then you just like, what was that? You just grow claws?
Yeah, I did. It's a thing that my family could do. I've never done anything like that before. I am so high right now. I am at the peak right now. Petra, we should run a mile. Let's run a mile together right now. I feel fantastic. I feel like we should also get maybe a steak dinner as well. I suddenly am very much craving meat and a good jog.
That's a wild thing to say. I think we just need to get somewhere safe. Maybe if we see a steakhouse on the way, we get one to go.
I have no money. I have no money. I
have a little bit of money. I can spot you a dinner.
This is a crazy night. Wow. What a chain of events, Petra. Have you ever been through something like this before?
Petra kind of has a 1,000-yard stare for a moment. No, nothing like this. Should we get back to my place? Stop at a steakhouse, do a little jog on the way?
Absolutely. Try to keep up with me. I'm just gonna fucking book it at full speed.
Yeah, your heart rate is already elevated from the Rizium, so as you start to run, it's like and your vision even gets a little bit blurry, but you don't care. You're just going for your hour jog. Petra, you're trying to keep up behind, and you start heading towards the spot. Most of the focus is on what's happening in the compound right now, though there are patrols of the Rosans out there still. Especially the ones that were looking for Draven and Hazel. They have not fully given up.
I have, I believe, the urchin background, and their feature is like, the secret patterns and flow to the cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. Can I utilize that with me and Moon? Sorry. To get us without being detected.
Yeah, let's call that advantage on stealth for both of you as you're going through here. Not that people are necessarily looking for you either, but I think it's more you don't want to be seen, right? So
Why am I rolling so fucking bad?
yeah, I'm gonna average the two, so hopefully
It's 18 for me.
18 and a
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
So what is that, like a 12, 13, something like that? Not too bad. And you're using secret passageways. With no one actively looking for you, you don't think anyone sees you. Though there are many eyes and ears out in the city watching for people, seeing what's going on. And you start heading back towards the spot, to your spot, and the waterways beneath it. And several hours go by, which is a chunk of time. And definitely within that time, reports will come back to the other two of you. You see one of like someone who looks a little older, a little more wizened, not one of these like fresh recruits comes up and starts speaking to the leader of the Rat Riders, whose name you learn is Katrina. You hear they go. Actually, you don't really hear them. I think they lean down and start whispering into her ear, and she yells out, "On fire!" What do you mean the compound is on fire? Looks over at the two of you. What the fuck is going on with the DeRozans today?
I'm gonna be real. I don't know anything about a fire.
Yeah, we didn't know about that. Perhaps in his drunken state, he accidentally set home on fire.
Interesting. And you see the guy that like was speaking to her comes up again and starts whispering in her ear once more. And as he does so, he makes eye contact with both of you before pulling back again. And you see she then starts looking at both of you. They're looking for someone, huh? Half-elf man with dark hair, goes by the name of Draven, and a half-orc girl with a bob cut.
I have never heard of this Draven.
You see she stands up fully. And as she does so, you don't really get a sense of her height until that moment, but she is about 6'2", probably. Looks down at the two of you, especially at Hazel in this moment. A bounty from the Emerald Order. She goes up, goes to put a hand on you, pulls off your cloak, and sees beneath it what you're wearing.
I know.
Seems the two of you have not been entirely truthful with me. And you see she pulls out a knife and stabs it into your leg, Hazel.
Am I sitting down? How did she?
Either are you sitting or standing? Your choice.
I didn't
Either
realize
way,
there was
she's stabbing
option.
it down into your leg or into the side of your leg.
I didn't realize there was a table. Hazel probably would have stood up and let Draven sit down, but it's like either way she's stabbed.
No, I don't think it's a table. It's like sitting on the floor or like a chair or like standing this whole time.
Oh, Hazel would have stood the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you see she walks up to you. I think you're about the same height then, right?
She's 2 inches taller than me.
Okay. And that 2 inches feels like 2 feet in the moment. And she rolls up. Yeah, just to make it fair too, I even rolled on the die. That definitely is going to hit you. Just stabs a dagger straight into your leg, buries it to the hilt, and takes her hand off of it. Takes a step back. Talk. That is going to be...
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I thought to ask you, do you want it to count or not? You probably should have said it did. Oh, it's the same either way. Okay. So that is 11 points of damage as the dagger stabs into your leg.
Okay.
Does that knock you unconscious?
No.
No. Okay. That's 11 points of damage as it goes into your leg. She takes a step back, looks at you. You're going to stalk now. And if I detect even the slightest little bit of deception coming from you, that will be the last thing you ever say to me.
All right, so Draven will go ahead and take off the makeshift eye patch, take his nose, put it back into place. All right. Yeah, you're right. I'm Draven. This is my friend Hazel. Now,
Dude, they didn't know my name.
doesn't matter. Don't worry about
Eh,
it.
we should
All
do
right, so we did stretch the truth quite a bit, but that was to remain anonymous. However, the only thing that was distruthful about the Emerald Knights part is the bounty. That being said, we'll get you that money. You have my word. But I did approach you specifically because we had a little bit of a tussle with some of the DeRozans in your territory, and quite frankly, I don't like that they're moving around. Secondly, I do believe that you guys are the most capable of infiltrating and getting this done.
At the mention of there was a little tussle with some of the DeRozans in the territory, I heard about that. A couple punks out here got taken out by someone else. I was rather appreciative of it, but I still do not take kindly to liars.
I understand that, but I'm sure you know as well as I do that in this line of work, you got to keep your cards as close to your chest as possible.
Oh, I understand. But I also understand being disrespected, which is what you have done. You came to talk to me. That bounty, 3,000 gold, doubled now. I don't care where you get it or how you get it.
Deal. I'll get you the 6,000.
No. My man here tells me that the DeRozans are in a state of panic right now. It would be an awful time to strike now. They are on the highest alert.
Yes, now, Garv being under the influence, that was in fact true. We did have a tussle with him, and he hit me with a fucking axe. So I kind of have a bigger stake now as well.
Did manage to hit him a few times, so he is hurt. Maybe the fire has hurt him even more.
It's possible, but honestly, truthfully, we have no idea what this fire is.
I'll tell you this right now then. I'm not sending any of my people in after that. Not with it how it is.
That's
No one
understandable.
worthwhile. No one worthwhile, anyway. I'll tell you this. Some of those kids outside, take them with you. You go get Garv right now, tonight. And maybe I'll let you off the hook for the other 3,000 gold you now owe me.
Draven's gonna kind of look to Hazel and just kind of. All right. We'll get it done.
And if you die in the process, all the better. Now get the fuck out of my face. You see, she screams for the three people that brought you here to come in, and you just hear her essentially yell at them that they're gonna go help you do this. That they are to kill you if you try to anything out of that would not be good for them, and that if they succeed, that there's a big promotion in it for them, essentially, which is met with varying degrees of hooray. You see they come back out and they look at you. It's like, oh, all right, I guess you're in charge, and we're going to the DeRozans. God, this is scary. It's my first time doing something like this. Oh, nah, it's gonna be fine. There's no problem here at all. Boss said it's gonna be easy. Apparently, they're already all on fire or something. So,
Do you guys have any friends? Like, how many... Can you, subcontract this out to some people? Like, how many people could you three get? Because the more people we have, the better chance we have to do this, and the better chance you guys are going to get a promotion.
no, I mean, the boss said, we gotta do this. This is on us. And she said, just us. It's a initiation kind of thing.
She explicitly said that. That's so great of her. Yay.
No, she said she's not sending anyone else other than us. So,
Oh, I didn't say they had to be a part of the gang. Do you guys have, friends
oh,
that
just,
want to do this?
no,
Fucking
no.
anyone.
Well, I think if we have friends or family, we'd be part of the. Come on, think about the socioeconomic implications of that.
Didn't study the socioeconomic implications of gang violence. The Crowdspire. Could you at least bring a giant rat so we have somewhere to put Garv to as a way to transport him?
Let me ask. I'm just gonna roll a persuasion check for one of them. I'll roll this one. We'll call it.
Off-screen persuasion.
Yeah. 1d20. I'm gonna give a +2 because he's good looking when his mouth is closed. It's a high charisma. It needs to beat a 15.
Oh,
Sorry, boss says no. They're precious, more precious than we are.
That's fine.
Yeah,
A
that's
wagon or
No, you're gonna have to figure it out, she said.
that's what I'm doing, jackass. I'm trying to figure it out.
I mean,
Draven,
not
do
our.
steal a wagon. I'm fucking sick of you. Your boss said we're in charge, and you have been no help. So you sit there and be a spare body for Garth to fucking attack. Do we steal a wagon, Draven?
we can try and steal a wagon. Um, I'm gonna write a note to our friends, the ones over there, and see if they can give us a hand. I don't know if they were gonna be able to. They might be able. They might be indisposed right now. We're
Where
gonna
are
try
you
it.
addressing that letter?
I'm addressing it to a friend.
That
Our
doesn't
mutual
make sense.
friends.
Yes, I think I know who you're talking about, but currently we don't. Doesn't matter. Fuck, let's just go.
Yeah. So as we're going, Draven will get a little bit of a note, take it to the nearest courier, and address it to Mindra and say, "We need some cover." I'll explain. I'll give all the important details and just say we need some covert cover that won't implicate anybody.
Interesting. So you get. All right. I think it's a good spot for our break before that
Mhm.
pops off. Thank you. We're back from break. Appreciate you waiting. Yeah, we're picking up. Shit's going down. So, just quick recap of what just happened is Petra and Moon set fire into the Rosen compound, potentially burning Garv alive in his own home as he was passed out in a drunken and drugged stupor. Meanwhile, we had Hazel and Draven meet with the leader of the Rat Riders, who they made a deal with to try to pop in and steal Garv, only to find out a little bit later that wait, the whole place is on fire, and they got some information from the bands of roving DeRozans that wait a minute, there are two people that oddly enough kind of fit the description that they're looking for. They're right here talking to me. They were tasked now with a couple of low-level hinge people of the Rat Riders to go and liberate Garv on their own. Doing so tonight will grant them a pardon on the 3,000 gold insult fee surcharge that they were given. Draven, you sent a letter to your contact, Mindra, saying that we need backup. Is that, I forgot exactly your wording on that.
That we need covert backup.
Covert
essentially.
backup. Yep. All right. That's where we pick up. In the fucking thick of it. Meanwhile, we have Petra and Moon, who I guess at this point are on your way back home still.
Is there question to you, DM? Is there a chance, ever so small, that we somehow bump into each other?
I did say, I think from the spot. No, it would be very different paths. I think if you were going to plant shop, yes, but to the spot is a different direction.
Understand.
Unless they were, we'll call it. I'll give it a chance. Say that maybe they went very off course from the very beginning.
May I offer a maybe potentially change in the DC? I would say that Draven's probably taking the long way around, especially considering that, everyone's kind of scattering around, probably going through snake territory. The back alleys to where, we're not out in the open, especially with the Rat Riders.
So if you're going through snake territory, then I think there is a higher potential if you're going the long way, because that's a different, like, to the south are the Rat Riders, and to the east is the Shadow Snake Syndicate. So you would have to go through there to the spot. Then let's call it an under 20 on 100. That you, using the same back passageways that Petra is using to sneak the two of them out of there, you happen to glance on another under 20, 30. Petra, using that urchin, no one's going to find you.
Enjoy a steak dinner, guys.
But
And I will say, and in the note that I wrote to Mindra as well, I would include that we're with Rat Riders, just so there's no question about that.
Right, that makes sense. You definitely want to get the info. But I am gonna say, if you go back to your role earlier, Petra and Moon, your stealth roles, where I said, you don't know, maybe someone could be seeing you. There's a lot of eyes and ears out. There's always eyes and ears out.
Let's go,
friend. And I think as you head a little bit further, you're gonna pick up there with Moon and Petra. You get stopped by coming from a corner. Whoa, slow down. Hold your roll. See little Nick's there. Always. Whoa, okay, hey. Hey, you're the one, you're Draven's groupies, right?
Who's asking?
We literally met. We've literally met.
I'm old. I don't remember everyone I meet.
Hi, my name is Nix. I'm the manager of Draven. And what the fuck is going on?
Just taking a midnight jog.
Why have I heard that Draven's wanted by the DeRozans now?
Because Garv hit him with an axe.
Draven. That's bad for business, Draven. And you two, you have nothing to do with this?
Moon was intimately involved with that whole sequence.
I should have known. You Rizium users can't fucking help yourselves, can you?
How long has it been since we've left?
You're definitely on it still, I think. You got at least 30 minutes left.
At least 30 minutes. Well, no, this is... I was only partly involved, alright? Don't go pushing blame around here. Draven just came in with a flying fist! That was not part of the plan, as far as I know.
Most of the time he's pretty level-headed, but it's not unknown for him to do that. Where is he now?
We split up after the whole Garv situation. Me and Moon here went with Garv back to the DeRozan compound, and Draven and Hazel, they went somewhere. I assume they went somewhere safe and stayed there.
So I assume he's in danger, and that bothers me because that's my source of income.
What you gonna do about it? You gonna man up?
What do you mean am I gonna man up? What, you gonna go fight the DeRozans or some shit? What a dumb fucking thing to say. You really are old. No.
No.
But that's my source of income. If he goes, then I don't know what to do with myself. And if I save him somehow, well, he'd really owe me then, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. Do you know where he is?
I don't. But I was hoping when I saw you two, you might have an inkling.
No, I thought he was dead. I saw him get stabbed. I don't know what happened to him after that.
I healed him, and then I presume him and Hazel ran away. The DeRozans were after them. Garv called the muscle after them.
There's a good chance I know where he's hiding out at the very least. Probably in Shadow Snake territory.
Well,
So I guess I'm gonna go do that, and then, I don't know, you're his groupies, so if you want to come along, you can. Or you can keep running away from whatever mess it is that all of you made.
Just can I punch Nyx?
Yeah, roll to hit. It was like AC of 10. Yeah. It hits
Oh,
more.
shit.
Or 11. Yeah.
Three damage.
So 3 damage.
Just
Fuck!
pops.
I was right in my nose. What is that for?
You're being a dick. It's
How
been
am
a
I being
rough
a dick?
night. You just your whole vibe, man. I don't like you hanging around with Draven.
I've known
Once all
Draven
this
longer
is
than you
over,
have.
yeah,
I don't
but
like you hanging out with Draven. You're too good for him. He needs to stay in the gutter with me.
Where are your parents?
I don't fucking know. This place is lousy with orphans. No one knows who the parents are.
We'll talk about that later.
Alright, well, anyway, I'm out. So you do what you want to do. Fucking bitch, man, my nose.
Just got raided.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm off. So, whatever. See you. You see Nick starts heading off towards Shadow Snake territory.
Do we follow him? What should we do?
I have no idea. Petra, you are up here right now, and I'm the one who's high. You just punched that man in the face! Because he talked to you wrong? I guess it's really good that I've been nice to you. His
It's
nose
been a
was bleeding. How
real-
much force was in that?
It's been a real rough night, Moon. We just need to get our Draven and our Hazel back, and we just need to go somewhere and just take a nap. Because I'm ready for this night to be over.
Yeah, I mean, we could go try to find them. I don't know how useful I'll be. In about 30 minutes, I'm about to hit the come down.
Oh. There's Shadow Snake people. Maybe we could go see one of them and say, hey, take us to Draven's mom. Because Draven is in trouble. Maybe she know how to find him.
I swear that we sat around a table at some point and Draven was like, nobody knows about this. Nobody knows that I'm related to my mother being like the crime boss. I don't know if we should do that. He was like, people could end up dead. And I feel like there might already possibly be people dying tonight. Because you started a fire. I may be high, but I noticed that. That was a very
were
big
dry
fire.
conditions. Somebody dropped a cigarette, a bush caught on fire. That's the story we tell.
There was a note in there. I don't know if that note caught on fire as well.
Yeah, that note might be on fire. That might have been a whole plan that doesn't make sense now.
So, I don't know. This is getting a little bit over my head. Is all I've got to say. This is something. I own a plant shop named Plant Shop. All right. I give fruit to poor people for free. That's what I do. I don't know. We could go over there, but this is one crime family. Let's go to a second crime family. Go find our crime friends while you punch people. Why not?
Let's maybe try to catch up with Nyx, maybe. That might be our best shot then.
You should apologize for punching him. He may have had a bit of an attitude towards you, but he was concerned for his friend. And that's always a good trait in people.
He was talking down on Draven. He only sees Draven as a money opportunity.
There's some semblance of friendship there. I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Maybe Nyx has, other feelings for Draven. Hidden deep down inside. I wouldn't know. But there's definitely some care there.
Perhaps. If we all survive all of this, I'll apologize to Nyx. I'll give him a room in my house.
Alright, let's go try and find him.
Alright. You two scamper off after Nyx. He's not stealthy, as we've already established, and he's not the best at hiding himself, so you are able to find where he's going pretty quickly and catch up. He sees you over his shoulder. Oh, so now you care. Fucking, like out of his nose, like a little bit of blood comes. Don't cram my style, okay? And he starts heading off into Shadow Snake territory, where he believes he may be able to find Draven. Draven and Hazel, with your 3 companions from the Rat Riders, and they seem nervous the second you start actually going into Shadow Snake territory. I don't know if we should be here. Are you sure it's okay?
We'll be fine. Trust me. Just
All
don't
right.
don't look at anybody wrong. You'll be fine. Stay
All right,
close to me. We'll also be fine.
He says it's fine. All right. So I trust this guy. All right. The boss doesn't seem to like him very much, but I trust this guy. You can see there, following behind you too. And are you trying to go to any specific spot to meet up with your contact?
I'm more so hoping that we're just wasting time, and if we're lucky, maybe get a short rest in for Hazel as we're walking.
No, you're
But
walking.
all right,
I'm
it was
not
worth
that
a shot.
benevolent.
It was worth a shot. But no, he is definitely wasting time to see if anybody will respond to his summons and see if we can reconvene at that point. But he is staying close to like hideouts where, especially where Nyx would know that are his normal haunts when things get crazy.
I think as you're wasting time in Shadow Snake territory, you know how the Shadow Snakes operate. They're called that for a reason. They're like borderline ninjas, like some of them. They slink through the shadows. They go rooftop to rooftop where it's possible. They operate a lot. There's a large faction that operate with stealth, and they always have eyes on the ground looking out for people. Um, I think you're wasting time going around a corner talking to the people behind you, like they're going off, and you just turn around and you see just kind of posted up on a building, you see your contact there. She's looking at you again, wearing sunglasses even at night. But Minja looks at you, kind of wipes her like crimson hair out the back out of her face, and just, well, Draven, this is interesting. I received your note.
Yes, might have bitten off a little bit more than we could chew. Remember how I was talking about how we were wanting to get Garv?
Right. I also remember you saying, we don't want any conflict, but from what I
Yeah,
can tell,
yeah, shit has hit. If I knew what fans were, the fan.
we have
And-
fans.
Okay, yeah, it is hit the fan. Somebody's fanning, and anywho, it's a metaphor. It is shitty right now, and right now my morals are pretty much out the window.
Great. That's what I like to hear.
But yeah, so I've recruited some help here. I
Hi.
figured, I figured I'd try and keep the syndicate as far away from this as possible. So I went to the Rat Riders, which were the next best option. And
Excellent.
now we are being told that Garv's compound is on fire.
Yes,
So-
that's correct.
So I'm not sure if he's alive. I'm going to be real. But if we can get him, that would be an massive help.
Goal is extraction of Garth the Rosen.
Mhm.
And Rat Riders are the fall guy.
Yeah.
Help.
uh,
They're
Yeah, help. Yeah.
You see the like the three members of the Riders like, wait, what? Yes, help. Understood. Help. Sorry, I call them fall guys. It's old habit, Gings, we have conflict. Help kind of gives you a wink subtly, Draven. I have members who can help as well. You wish to drop in, compound, and eliminate opposition while you take Garv. Is that what you're asking of me?
Yes.
as
Keep
much
the
help as
heat
you're
off.
willing to give.
Yes, if you can give us just some cover, we'll get in, get Garv, and get out of there.
We've been looking for a reason to strike the Rosen anyway. In Chaos of Fire, they are on high alert, but also scattered. This could be opportunity. We come in and we kill them.
Mindra, I fucking love you.
Yes, I know. I'm very lovable.
All right, so we've got a solid plan. We'll
When would you like to strike?
well, Rat Riders told us to get it done tonight. And that would be great if we can get something scheduled for tonight. I don't care how long it takes, but as long as it's tonight.
Preferably like in an hour's time. Could we do like an hour?
We can kill an hour. The fire will probably be died down by then, but we can always start another.
I like
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay. I need to hear with recruits and those who are going to help. Give me an hour's time to organize maybe not even that long. Could do like 30 minutes, but I'll go as fast as I can. You need to here again.
Perfect. I like it.
You see they like kind of just dip into a shadow and are gone.
Hazel, I'm loving this now. I'm much more confident now.
They're gonna be a big help. I don't feel good, dude.
Yeah, let's sit down and rest right now. This is the best we can do.
I'm feeling a little woozy.
Sit down. Raven will catch Hazel and kind of prop her up.
She looks at her leg. I can imagine it's just like a waterfall of for that much damage. It's just gushing.
Oh yeah, it's you would have had to have bandaged it like haphazardly, or you would have bled out. This is on top of your already aching broken ribs that kind of got mended, but also, yeah, you just got the shit out of you 1 or 2 nights ago, not healed yet. You halfway pass out and you could take a short rest.
Thank God. Can you roll? What's the word
Short
I'm
rest
looking
on here.
for?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Where they at? Where?
You can click short rest. It's at the top, like
Ah,
right side. It's like a fork.
Fork and knife.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can hold a hit die there. Roll
Did
your
I
hit.
did I take damage? I don't remember.
You got fucking mollyrocked with the axe through your
Yeah,
chest, and then
but
healed you.
Petra
I don't know
healed
if
me
you
to.
popped to max.
I think
and I
it
think
was
not since
it
then.
was top because that's
Okay.
what's still in there. But I don't remember if I
Then
took
you're
any.
still good.
Okay, cool.
perfect 11. That's what we love to see.
Let's go. Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
The other pair, also now following Nyx through this territory. You see Nyx stops and talks to a couple people. You don't recognize this person, but one of them is Alexi. Seems to be like they are one of the go-tos for Nyx, and basically like, "All right, listen. I'm looking for Draven. I have a feeling he's around here somewhere. Have you seen him?" It's like, yeah, I saw him here earlier tonight. I don't know what happened after that though. That's not any fucking use to me, Alexi. You're not giving me something better than that. Go talk to someone who knows something. Get it done now. This is a matter of life or death, probably. Oh no! Oh my God, Nick's life or death. Is Draven in trouble? Yeah, probably. It'd be a shame if something happened to him, wouldn't it? Yeah. That'd be a big problem. I'll go see what I can do. And you see, they just start. I don't want to say run off. It's kind of like a wobble, like a penguin. It's very unsteady. But you see, Alexi starts going off. They are well within this organization. They have contacts here. They know who they can get. And I think it doesn't take long, maybe like 15 minutes before the two of you see a humanoid person that is dressed completely in black. You cannot see any of their features other than that they are like black armor, black cloak, even like a mask and like a hood over their head. And your associates at Draven?
Yes, we are.
Looks down at Nyx. You vouch for them? Not really, but I mean, they're not gonna hurt Draven. Yeah, this one fucking socked me. I'm gonna get an assassination contract on your ass if you don't fucking stop right now. You see the figure looks down and Nyx like, we both know you can't afford that. But I do know where Draven is if you're looking for him. Quick, this way. Something's brewing. You see the figure leads you and Nyx to where Hazel, Draven, and the 3 Rat Riders are taking a rest. You guys see immediately Hazel is like straight up like napping on the ground.
Draven stands up, looks to Nyx. Nyx, I fucking love you. Immediately
Yeah,
goes
I
to,
know you do.
Immediately goes to Petra and Moon, gives them a good old like group hug. I was really worried about you guys.
It's right. So fine. Totally fine.
I heard there was a fire at the complex. Did you guys get out of that all right? Are you hurt?
Yeah, it happened right as we were leaving. Somebody like took a cigarette and threw it at a bush, and it just lit on fire. It's great. We saw it from a distance as we were escaping.
Bombastic
long as-
side eye from Moon.
As Draven notices the side eye, insight check. I was gonna let it go, but it's with the side eye. That's 21.
Literally holding fire in my hands.
Petra, did you?
I think Petra kind of like puts a hand on Draven's shoulder. He hurt one of my boys.
Draven just like you see him punch a wall and it's just like, I love you, Petra. I've said love more times in the last like hour than I have in like years.
I think Petra like goes over to Hazel and is just like, "You good? That's a lot of blood."
Rat stabbed me. Big rat. Had a knife.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you guys gonna help us kidnap Garv?
No.
What now?
That's why we're here, right?
Yeah, we're me and Hazel, our friends over here, and some more friends coming are actually gonna go kidnap Garv. A lot's happened in like the past few hours, by the way. But I'm pretty confident that we can get Garv if he's alive. I feel like that's the big if question here.
I feel like it won't be that easy. I feel like he's going to be alive, but maybe he be hurt, and we can take him out because Hazel almost got him.
I did.
See, that's good. We have 3 other friends here, and I've got more friends coming. And if we all jump him, now I feel like we should establish this. We are jumping him. We are all going to jump him.
Moon, are you good?
I have a horrible headache. My head hurts. You know how much I ran?
No, I don't.
My legs are so tired. I can't fight anyone.
Hazel's gonna pull out a light crossbow and 20 bolts, shove them into Moon's hands. You're helping.
I don't know how to use this.
You aim and you hit this little button right here, and it fires.
Can you use a dagger?
Like, kind of. Like, I know the idea. I can use a bow. I don't have a bow.
You have a crossbow and you're gonna use it. It's a simple weapon. You should be able to use this.
Yeah, I'm not proficient in simple weapons.
Fucking useless.
Level 1!
Listen, this one's on a come down from Rizium. I don't think they're going to be any help.
Nix, can you use a crossbow? Do you have weapons? What do? You just seem like a prick.
What?
Nix, no offense, Nix. I know you're not going to come with us.
That's absolutely correct. Absolutely, I'm not coming into this bullshit.
At least Moon's coming. You're fucking.
Am I coming? What am I gonna
Raven,
do?
I don't like your new associates.
Listen. Let's all get along here. We've got a plan. Moon,
This one punched me in the nose.
You probably deserved it.
I'm going to kill you. Looks
Hey, that is. Oh, Hazel. Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about Petra.
Fuck you,
Don't-
dude.
Don't kill any of my friends here. Petra is my adopted mom now, so
Yeah,
Don't-
Moon's your brother.
yeah, Moon. I might have thrown that out there that you are my brother, and told Garv to give me back my fucking family. I guess that hasn't gone anywhere. I thought maybe it could have been a bargaining chip later, but that shit's gone.
What?
All right, Moon, calm down. And Draven's gonna pull out the dagger and hand it to Moon. Now, I'm not asking you to come with us, but if shit hits the fan, you use this, okay? The DeRozans aren't gonna fuck around.
I've never stabbed someone before. I mean,
It's really easy. You just kind
So
of
easy.
Yeah, you kind of stick it, and if you twist it while it's in there, the wound doesn't close up.
what is wrong with you guys?
I never get to stab someone before. What kind of life you live in?
A normal one, I think. I ran a plant drop.
A normal one. Everyone here, raise your hand if you've ever stabbed someone before. You see Nix's hand. Yeah, every hand other than yours goes up.
I'm in a
Petra?
very different area.
No, Petra, explain.
What? I was young. There was this guy who lived on my block. He stole he stole my teddy bear, so I stabbed him. It's just what happens in the waterways. You wouldn't
How young?
you wouldn't understand. You
How-
grew up in Castle.
It's a keep. Thank you very much. 3 individual castles.
Petra, I feel like you've lived a very interesting life.
Yeah, we may never learn any of it if things go bad tonight.
I'm a little bit more confident. I'm gonna be real. We were sent with just our other 3 friends here. By the way, these guys are part of the Rat Riders, so
Hi.
everyone say hi. Yeah. I was 1,000,000% ready to die. I'm gonna be honest, but I think we have a really solid chance now.
Wait, you thought we were gonna die?
Hazel. Let's be realistic. You had a gaping wound in your leg. We were being sent there to deal with this tonight. It was my last Hail Mary, and I didn't expect it to work as well as it has been working so far. But we're good now. We're fantastic, even. Maybe not Moon. Moon looks pretty rough right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying not to throw up. I feel it coming. My mouth is salivating.
Go ahead and let it out. Get the toxins out. Excellent.
Projectile.
Dude, it's on
Dra-
my shoes.
Draven's rubbing Moon's back. That's alright. Let it out. Let it out.
See, Nix comes up to you, Draven. Do you need him?
I mean, we're all. It's up to you, Moon. Do you want to come? Is there any?
On my shoes again. Stop aiming for it. Fuck.
Is there any assistance you can provide? Perhaps something called a cantrip, out of curiosity.
Guidance.
Then it is up to you. I will gladly take some extra help, but I do not want to force you into a life that you can not recover from.
Give me some gold. I'll go back to Alexi. There's probably something that'll take the edge off.
How much gold do I have left? Oh, okay. All right, Nix. How much you need?
Just give me 1. That would probably get it done.
He gives Nix 2.
Pleasure as always, Draven. Good to see that you're not dead on the ground somewhere.
I was for a little while, but I got better. Thank you, Petra.
Excellent. You see Nick slinks off again to go find Alexi, who's not probably very far from here. Go get something that'll just kind of ease the calm down a bit, with probably an upper, just to kind of balance you out. So there'll be another calm down later, but at least for now.
If we're gonna be jumping him, can I get something to disguise my? I don't want to go to jail, guys. If I get arrested, I don't want to go to jail. Can I don't want to just look like this.
I'm 80% sure I could get you out if we get arrested. Yeah, we don't need to worry about getting arrested. We need to get worried about being killed.
Yeah, that's the big problem right now.
Listen,
But that being said, and do we still have the curtain that we had ripped from us?
If you took it, it was ripped off of you, but it thrown on the ground. So if you picked it back up again, you could have it.
I think Hazel
Yeah,
would
we
just
picked
give her
it up.
green cloak to Moon.
That's fair.
You don't need to wear a curtain. She'll chuck a proper green, thick woolen cloak over you.
That being said, I did take the curtain. Just throwing it out there.
All right. Part of it was used to bandage Hazel's leg, I think.
Yes.
your fake eye patch was used.
Yeah.
Oh God, can I actually? If we're taking a short rest, are we joining in on the short rest, or is this at the end of the short rest? Actually,
If you guys take a short rest, I'll be benevolent and give it to you. How kind I am.
How long does it take to attune to an item?
An hour. You can do it during a short rest.
I will attune to Nature's Mantle.
Okay.
I will also get back my stuff. Or one thing. Yeah, can I just spend some time trying to, like, disguise myself a smidge? Like, I'll put my hair up, put the cloak on, I guess the curtain, could I, like, make a bandana or something?
Just scrap cloth at this point.
Yeah.
Question: would the insignia of the Emerald Order be on the cloak?
I imagine just you have like a clasp that holds the cloak together, probably that has it. Or unless you were in a like Attack on Titan style, where it's like emblazoned on the back.
Oh, you're making me do world building choices out here.
You're also an apprentice, so you could have maybe a different...
Yeah. I kind of always imagine. Well, her outfit's completely different. She doesn't have like pure green plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
She gets a green cloak. And she has to earn the armor. I'd imagine the clasp is because I never imagined it to be emblazoned.
You
Yeah,
get the logo on the back when you get promoted.
It's like Helldivers. You can unlock different capes. No, I think it's just a clasp that has the sigil on it, but like it's like a pretty big one that holds it together, kind of on the side or something.
So Hazel will use that like to try to like, so that when people see Moon, their first reaction is Emerald Knight. Like I don't need to delve further into the who, what, where, and why. That's just an Emerald Knight.
I get jumped.
Hey, I've been wearing it. We've done a lot of walking here in the Crimson Cage or the Spot, wherever we are. I walk around all the time. No one's jumped me.
Didn't you get jumped like a day ago?
Okay, that's because I started it. Nothing to do with the cloak.
I don't know.
Yeah. You can take it off if you feel uncomfortable, but I just
No.
thought if you want to disguise yourself, that's a good one.
This is fine.
Yeah, it's not like the DeRozans are at war with the Emerald Knights or anything.
No, that'd be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But without the cloak, Hazel's just wearing like chainmail armor and then like a proper bright white and green tabard with like that is covered with the sigils of the emerald. Like it's got like the fucking gemstone and all that kind of shit. So now she's like a fucking, without the cloak to hide it, she's like a beacon of the Emerald Order.
I think at that point, Nyx comes back, goes up to you, Moon. All right, little druggie, I got something for you. Say thank you.
What is that?
You don't really need to know, just know. It kind of like opens up a bag and like grabs your hand to pour it in. Lick this off, and it'll take care of things.
All right, thank you, Nyx. I'll lick it up, Cinnamon
almost
Wilson
like-
style.
I love your own palm, though, not his. He pours it on your own palm. Yeah, that's a throwback. It's almost like electric on your tongue. It kind of pops like pop rocks. And you
Just
feel
candy,
like
it's sugar.
it's just sugar. It's just sugar. You feel like a surge go through you a bit, and your muscle fibers almost feel like energized a bit, and you definitely feel like it's an upper, all right, and your AC is increased by 1
Oh
as
shit.
long as you are not wearing armor.
Have I ever taken this before? Just from the effect, is there a chance I've ever taken this before?
There's a chance. I don't think it would be generally in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
That
Probably
being said,
not.
this is product from the snakes. Would I know which specific one it is?
You can roll me medicine.
All right. 7.
7. You know, at the very least, it's called Jolt. Though its exact effects you're unsure of.
Okay. Hey, Nix, is that Jolt?
Sure is.
Okay, gotcha.
We keep them awake pretty good.
Yeah, I can see that. I imagine like Moon's eyes are like dilating as we're kind of watching it take
Yeah.
effect.
And actually, not only are they dilating, they're turning almost like a blue hue.
Huh. I can't say I've ever seen that before. Are you feeling okay, Moon?
Wait, what exactly? I feel.
Like energy rushing through your like every sinew of your like you know like have you ever had restless leg syndrome? Like where it's like that kind of like down your leg? It's like that through your whole body.
But does it have any mood effects or just energy?
Oh, it is like the biggest I would say mood effect is maybe not like necessarily a mood effect, though you feel like you could take on the fucking world, maybe.
Okay. All right. I actually feel fantastic. Wow. This is pretty good stuff, actually. One of the better
Perfect.
Do you want
ones.
the crossbow? Crossbow?
Why not? Yeah, give me the crossbow. Give me the crossbow.
Okay, the bolts.
Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm try firing it.
Roll
I
without
think,
proficiency, right? So
Yeah, it's
just
just a-
dex.
is it just straight? dex
Hazel
roll?
grabs Pitcher and brings a shield up to cover both of them.
19.
Like you've done it your whole life. Pop.
Damn. That was a good fucking shot.
Yeah, super
Yes.
easy.
Was it?
Yeah.
What were you aiming at?
Well, what's around us? I would have tried to
Buildings.
aim. What?
Buildings.
I don't know. I would have tried to aim at like. I don't know if there's like a poster up or something.
Maybe it's like a shop and it's got like a little dingly thing from change. You just kind of and it starts going back and forth.
Yeah, easy. And I'll go collect the bolt.
Okay, how much longer do we have to wait before we do this? I'm getting restless.
Yeah, you know it should be soon. They said it'd be about an hour, so short rest timings in there somewhere. Before that happens though, Nyx does come up to you, Draven. You need to watch out for him. He's gonna come down hard.
Oh fuck. About how long?
You got a couple hours probably.
Okay. Couple of hours. Okay. I'll keep an eye on him.
All right. Yeah, time goes by and you eventually kind of coming back down, almost like jumping down from one of the rooftops next to you, is Mindra. Pops right down next to you, Draven. Kind of looks over. Calvary is here. Kind of points up to another building, and you see just like the one that kind of led you guys here, just all black, like dressed completely, no distinguishable features past that. 5 people standing, as well as you see 3 people not in that uniform. One of them being about barely like 5 foot, midnight blue tiefling that you recognize to be Nitha. You see from up there, she looks down, sees you guys, recognizes you, and pops back down again. Well, did not expect to see you guys here.
I'm gonna be real, I didn't expect to see you either.
Well, there's work to be done, apparently, of someone of my particular skill set, so here I am.
Alright, well. Are we all ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this. I'm so ready to go. This is gonna be great, guys. I think we're gonna do great.
I love that energy. Okay.
There's 15 of them. This is out of character, but there's 15 of us. This should go well.
All right, so what's the particular plan? Are you guys going to take point, and we sneak in after, or how are we doing this?
No, you're taking points. We have nothing to do with this. Whisper, it goes down to whisper in your ear. And we leave evidence. It's all Rat Rider.
Gotcha.
You take
right.
points. We follow your lead. We jump in where necessary.
All right, perfect. All right, guys, let's go. Plan is we're going to try and stealthily sneak in. And first objective is to get to Garv's burning abyss and see if we can find his whereabouts from there, and then we'll move on from there.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Your group starts heading off. Those of the Shadow Snake Syndicate kind of keeping with themselves, but the 3 members of the Rat Riders staying with you. Nyx seems like they were there at one point in the conversation and then just aren't in the next point of the conversation. So I don't know if you were counting Nyx and you're 15, but yeah. Just absolutely isn't there suddenly. And you start heading towards the DeRozan compound. As you get closer, you can smell the smoke in the air. You kind of look up and you see there's like a little bit of a cloud that kind of formed that's like drifting away slowly. You don't see any flames at this point, but you do hear a hell of a lot of activity. There have been people mobilized that are not just in like the Garv little subsection district area. You think there have been, at this point, more DeRozans brought in from like the main campus that are now going about searching, doing rounds, patrolling, making sure that there is nothing out here that could possibly be doing them harm.
How many members, like guards, look like there are?
At this point, you're still outside the wall, and you've seen easily 5-6 patrols on your way of members, like maybe around anywhere from 5 to 10 in a squad roaming together.
But that's just patrolling. That's not on site.
That's not on site. That's patrolling the area.
I'd say that we're probably like taking our like sweet time, like letting patrols go by, only moving when it's 100%, or not 100%, but mostly safe. But yeah, definitely taking it slow and stealthily.
Is there a wheelbarrow?
Is there
close? Like, do we pass a wheelbarrow on the way?
You could have passed a wheelbarrow on the way, sure.
Sweet. Hazel's gonna grab it, whatever's in it, tips it out. She's gonna go up to the 3 Rat Riders and give them the wheelbarrow. You 3 are on guard duty. Get him in this. Fight him if you can. I'm gonna be going for him as well. So when he's unconscious, put him in the wheelbarrow. But you're in charge of the wheelbarrow.
Can do.
I'm actually coming around on you, Volo.
Gives a big, like, toothy grin, which is missing several teeth. Again, strikingly handsome otherwise, but just that smile, it ain't it. But yeah, you see them, like Volo and the 2 dwarves that they're with, kind of look at the wheelbarrow, like, yeah, we could do that. That's fine. Go ahead, roll me stealth, everyone.
Oh, let's fucking get it. Oh no, I didn't roll with disadvantage. Fuck.
Oh no, Sam.
Am I able to use my mantle to, because it allows me to do a bonus action to hide, but would that help me at all with stealth or no?
I think this is like a general movement stealth check, so it's not going to come into play there. But if you need to hide later, then yeah, that's when that's going to pop
Okay.
out. Can I get everyone's roll on that?
I got an 8.
8?
9.
9?
13.
13? Okay.
7.
I was gonna... Oh no, and I rolled for the 3. So Volo is actually very quiet with a 17 on the die, but the 2 dwarves are the ones that are, like, he kind of left to push the wheelbarrow. They got an 8 and 3 on the die. a lot of you start moving through, but between armor clanking, the wheelbarrow going like over like fucking gravel, and just like general sounds of movement, I think you definitely catch the gaze of a patrol. And you are, as you're moving through, trying to be quiet, you see one coming. Hopefully you think you don't you didn't catch their attention, but you quickly hear that there is like footsteps hurriedly moving your way.
All right, guys, let's start booking it. Let's go. And I say at this point, Draven at least would start like quickening his pace and start running, taking like alleyways to kind of break their gaze.
You are fully in pursuit by, I'm going to roll for this. I said they're up to 10, from 5 to 10. So I'm going to roll a d10. How many there are here? Minimum 5. So 5. There's 5 in this group. That just start chasing you guys down these alleyways. Get back here!
Do you want me to break off?
Are you gonna break off? No, we've already tried this. Fuck it, if we're fighting, let's fight. If not, let's keep going.
Hazel asked the group, and she was given another question. Fuck it, let's keep going.
You start running. In which direction are you running? Towards your target or backwards or?
Towards the target.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Maybe kind of like in a diagonal fashion, so it's not obvious that's where we're headed.
As you guys keep running towards that way, a little bit of a diagonal target, but still getting deeper into Drozen territory. Those people that are chasing you are loudly doing so. And yeah, with your stealth checks, it's a full chase, and even like through this is the Drozen territory. They know these places pretty well also.
All right, if it doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere, again, to the goal group, I would say just fuck it, fight them.
Could Hazel duck behind, like, if there's a splinter of an alleyway, like duck behind it so they run past and get us there?
Yeah, you're just gonna cut off, let them go, and like kind of pop out and try to get one. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely possible. So you slink for a second. You watch for the 5 to walk by. You go ahead and roll a surprise round attack.
18.
18. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll me damage.
14 points of
14 points of damage. You nearly take one of these people out in one strike. You just kill them, and they like fall down to like one knee. The other ones immediately turn on you. Go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
Let's go.
Oh, Hazel, girl.
Does this do anything to my initiative? The drug I'm on?
No, it increases your AC by 1. Okay, let me check that. Top of the round is Petra.
Petra's gonna raise her hand and shoot a firebolt at the one that Hazel already stabbed.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
15 to hit.
That hits.
2 damage.
They had 1 HP left, so
Oh, thank.
yeah. So you hit them. Hazel pops out, slashes them. They fall to their knees in pain, yelling out, "Bam!" Fire hits them right in the face, burns them further. That scream stops abruptly. They come to the ground again. More fire tonight than they have ever had to deal with before, but they'll never have to deal with it again. Yeah, that one is down. Petra, is there anything else for you?
I guess I would move like a little closer, not like in melee range with them, but move a little closer so that like maybe all 4 of them won't go for Hazel. Maybe one
Alright.
or 2 will split off to me.
Fair enough.
As soon as Hazel sees the fire come from behind her, she's gonna whip around, and she looks furious. She doesn't know who did it, and I don't think she'd be able to tell who did it. But you see for a moment in her face, she's like, "Oh, I like whoever's behind me. I also need to kill." Flips around, and then she's like, "No, this is kind of more important." And then she's gonna turn back to the DeRozan guys.
And I will say this to you, to Hazel. The magic you've seen people cast so far in this group, none of it has been illegal necessarily. It's all been healing magic, support magic, things that don't hurt people. You know someone just shot fire, which is
I'm aware of
directly
the
against the
bylaws.
tenant. Yeah.
Mhm.
If that's Petra, up next is Moon.
Beak.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run to get a little bit more distance, and then I will fire.
Okay.
Ah, my shoulder.
Straight Dex. If I were to try hiding first, would I get advantage at all, or no? I don't know how that works.
It's an action to hide, though. So
My
right, or you have a bonus action to hide, right?
I have a bonus action to hide.
Yes, you could do that.
Okay, can I attempt to hide first?
Mm-hmm.
Stealth.
You're trying to beat a
Nah, it's a 7.
7. What is their passive perception? I think more than a 7. Yeah, 10.
Probably like a 10.
I think
yeah.
10's a minimum.
All right, that's
Mhm.
fine. And I will just roll the hit. This is a 6.
All that confidence before, when shit really hits the fan, when things really pop off, like you said before, I've never stabbed someone before. You've never shot anyone with a crossbow either. Hitting a sign and hitting a person is very different mentally. And I think as you aim down, your own body like rejects the fact that you're about to dome someone with a crossbow bolt.
Okay. Yeah, you see Moon, even hyped up on drugs, start to look a little nervous. I keep backing up. And that's my turn.
After that is the 4 remaining orcs. One is going to take out their axe and they're going to try to hit you with it, Hazel. That is a 10.
Miss.
Another one's going to try to get you. That is a 16.
Miss.
All right. Third one's going to try to get Hazel. That is 17.
Miss.
And the last one's going to go after Petra. Kind of like leaving where everyone else is going to go try to hit you.
Would I get attack of opportunity for going past me?
I'll say, yeah, you can get one.
Sweet.
You're going to want to kill them because I just rolled a nat 20 on that die.
Mama's
hit?
not coming home.
So what's a hit?
23.
That hits.
Ah, only 10.
10 points of damage. You slash them across the back as they kind of leave you with their like compatriots there, thinking they can handle it. Don't expect you to come out behind them, get a slash, they roar out again, and in that, like their full body weight just kind of goes down with their axe, and you don't expect they kind of stumble forward unnaturally, Petra, in a way that you cannot dodge in this moment, and you get sliced. Where's my die? There, this one. How do I lose this one? Help, I need help. Which one? I don't have one. Here.
You don't have to roll it.
I gotta
just
roll
looking
it.
for like a single D4 probably plus like what 1?
No, I'm looking for 30 D100s. No, no, I'm looking for
3,000
two.
damage.
I'm looking for 2 D12s actually.
Yeah, battle axes, man.
That is 16 plus 6 damage.
16 plus 6.
23.
Petra's dead, fully dead. That is twice my max HP.
Holy shit.
Just turn off this webcam.
Oh no! We'll come back from that.
You want
Yeah,
to just live for
2d12 plus 6. 2d12 plus 6, yeah. Level 1. All right.
Sure. She was the best of us.
We'll deal with that in a second. That was all of the orcs. Up next is Hazel.
Oh, she's gonna attack the one who just killed Petra.
Yep, you've already hit him once.
Another 23.
That hits.
12.
12 points of damage. You see they kind of stumble forward. Their axe kind of clips Petra and it goes right across her neck. You yell, rage out, and you get them, and they fall down as well.
Your turn.
All right, Draven.
Yeah, seeing Petra go down, Draven just goes into like a rage, and seeing the one that took her down, he just goes for the next one. 17.
Hits.
That's 10 points of bludgeoning,
All right, 10 points of bludgeoning.
and bonus action, second attack. 13.
13. That also hits.
Another 10 points.
How do you take this one down?
Draven, up until now, everyone's seen Draven as like a very like protective, a nice guy. Yeah, he's gotten into a few scuffles, but he's never like intended to harm somebody like in a deadly way. He sees Petra go down, he straight up clocks this guy, and as he's reeling, he grabs his neck and
Snaps it. Just done. After Draven is Petra. After Petra is Moon.
Is that everyone's down? Question mark? Or is there still someone
True.
still up?
Two more.
Two more. How dead does Petra look? Like, does she look like? What's the
Dead enough
POV?
Petra got a slice across the neck that then went down her body.
Okay.
retroactively, can I ask something? What about the rat riders that were with us?
Oh yeah,
Would they have been able to act before Petra got taken down?
They need a roll higher than a 8 on initiative.
Let's see. I'll roll for them because I didn't. I forgot about them actually. So
Normally I would let it go, but this seems like big.
Yep. Fuck. Stay on the desk. That's actually really high initiative. That's a 19 on the die. I'm not going to take back that Petra was the one attacked, but I will give them attacks also. We'll say that they could have struck that person before the opportunity by Hazel, because that took them down to only 5 HP remaining, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. However, these are fucking weenies, throwing that one out there. So let's see how they do.
13 can hit. Such a good call, right? That's such a good call.
Yeah.
I was thinking about them too because I'm like, weren't they with us?
Okay. So I'm gonna see. They got to deal 5 damage, and there's 3 of them. And you know what? And actually, I'm gonna say there's 3 people remaining and 3 of them. So the odds of them all just happening to go after the one that tried to.
He made a
attack
break for
Petra,
it though. He's closer.
but they would have, if we're doing this, their initiative is 19. They would have acted before that ever happened.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 1 for each of these people that remain. They need to get a 13 to hit, which are 1d20 plus 2. I'm just using standard bandit stats here. Sorry, plus 3. It's a 13 to hit. So they need to roll a 10 on the die. 18. That they hit. You dealt 10 damage. They have 15 HP. They They do 1d6 plus 1.
4.
2 points of damage. So, not quite enough, unfortunately, on that one. I will roll 1d20 plus 3 for the remaining attacks. That's a hit on one of them. Then hit on another one. Wow, holy shit, that's really high. It's a nat 20 on the first one, correct?
Yeah. Wish he was the one who fucking attacked the guy.
So, one of the remaining ones that's still alive is down 5, and the other one is down 7.
Wow, so that first guy sucks cock then. Because those other two would kill
That
him.
would have did it. Um,
Can I just ask, canonically, which one did the 2 damage? It's important to me.
I think it's Volo.
Okay.
Valo, I think it's Valo. Yeah. He's first, so he's kind of the leader. I think he struck first. I think it's Valo, only didn't get it done, and the 2 dwarfs did. Moon.
Okay. So still 3 left. Or
2 left.
yeah,
2
2
left, and they're both
left.
damaged.
Okay. Just try to I bet I have no spell slots. It's been a very long day. Try to bonus action hide and then see if I can roll with advantage. Stealth. 8. Guessing not.
Nope.
So just a straight roll. 18 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
I feel invigorated by seeing Petra get fucking murdered. The little bit of like, I don't know if I should shoot someone goes away. What is it for a crossbow? If I'm not proficient.
Light crossbow, D8. Plus
would it-
your dex stuff.
Do I get to add my dex or
Add dex but not proficiency.
okay. So 2 plus 2. So 4.
4 points of damage. Okay.
Okay. And
That's you.
that's me.
Hazel.
Don't they
No,
go
sorry,
before me?
Them. No, them, yeah. Them. There's 2 left. I think they're gonna go against you though, Hazel.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's also a nat 20.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
What the fuck? The same die was rolling nat ones earlier. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. This is going bad. $22.
Doesn't kill me outright, but yeah, Orcus Endurance down to 1 HP.
The 1 HP.
He's the second guy though, right?
The second one, yeah. The second one is not gonna hit. That was a 3 on the die.
Sweet.
After that is then you, yeah, at 1 HP, barely standing.
Me? Whoever has the most HP, they're gonna get hit.
Okay.
Bonus action, second wind.
Raven.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, Draven's going to attack whichever one looks rougher, actually. So that's a 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay. Bonus action, second attack. 24.
He definitely hits.
11 points of damage.
11 is enough to take that one down as well.
All right, and same thing. See, again, now seeing Hazel go down, he just like palms him in the face and just kind of like bends him backwards.
Hazel's still technically standing, but only just.
Yeah, but still seeing that she is in such rough shape.
Okay. After Draven is, I guess, actually top of the initiative is the 3 Rat Riders. They're going to roll to hit. They have +3. That's actually 3 hits. So I would say the last ones, the 3 of them kind of work together. One of the dwarves gets down, the other one pushes them over. They kind of fall prone, and the other stabs straight through them. The 5 that are pursuing you have now been dispatched, and it is just you left, and you see Petra laying there in a pool of her own blood. Petra, I'd say the very faintest edges of life remain as these people look out above you.
I'd say in this moment, Draven looks up to the snake syndicate that's been kind of tailing us. Just calls down. He does at this point. He doesn't care if they're trying to remain incognito. He's just like, "I need somebody down here now."
You call them down, and you see very quickly that Amindra pops down. Her own garb, similar to the others, but no mask, just the sunglasses. Oh, well. That didn't take long, did it?
No, it didn't, Mindra. I need somebody to help Petra. Anybody.
Draven, I have something, Draven, that could help out here, but I only have one, and I keep it on my person in case something ever happens to your mother.
Draven looks over to Petra, looks back to Mindra. Do it.
Are you sure? You know she lives a dangerous life. This is rare. This is not something I can get easily. I've had this on my person for years and never seen another.
Do it. But since you're doing this, I'll join back up. I can't let my mom be an easy target like that.
Okay, if that's your decision, Draven, I'll respect it to your mother. You care about her more than anyone. I know that. You see, she reaches into her coat, kind of opens it up, and pulls out a single orange feather with flames on the edge of it. A phoenix's feather. A phoenix, which is a creature that has not been seen really ever. So this isn't an artifact hundreds of years old. Hands it to you, Draven. If you're sure, then you'd be the one to do it. This will revitalize her. But do it quickly.
Draven does so. He takes it, and even as he kneels down, he hesitates for just a second. But Petra's shown him such a caring nature, in the few days that he's known her, that this is worth it.
You place the phoenix feather on Petra's body. You see it lights on fire, the edges, but not in a harmful way. You see that fire begin to spread over Petra's body, not engulfing it, but like a thin film on the top of it. And that flame begins to change colors. It goes from an orange to a red to a blue to a white. And the wounds on Petra's body, this giant gash across her neck and her chest, begin to stitch up. And you see her eyes begin to open. Petra, you cough blood. You feel in your throat just the oozing off of you, but you start to feel the pain. You come back just conscious just enough to feel it knitting together again, but also a warmth about you. And you see Draven looking down at you, staring down at your body. You can feel the cool, or I guess the warmth of the blood pulling at your back. feeling that you're in a puddle of your own making here. You were sure that was your last moment. You didn't expect it, but the way you got struck, you even had flashes come before you. What do you think Petra was thinking about in that last moment as her world began to fade moments ago?
I think her last thoughts were of her children, but with that, Draven, Moon, and Hazel were all included in that. And as she got struck and as she was bleeding out, I think part of her thought, "This is okay. I did what I could to protect them. This is how it ends."
And with that thought, as beautiful as it is not the end. Petra, you are alive. You are filled with this warmth. Phoenix Feather do not know the full effects of what it has, but at the very least, you have breath in your lungs, and your vision returns, and you are surrounded by all these people you were thinking of. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Why is this level 1 game the most intense game we've ever played?
Yeah.
Because
like
we're level 1. This wouldn't be
stress.
that intense if we were level 5.
This is why I wanted a low-level game. The stakes. Thank you for watching. Where life
Wow.
dies. Love yourself. Love others. Sacrifice the only thing that can bring your mother back to save your other mother. Stay hydrated. Thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.